Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hope you're having a nice, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's much different time compared to when I normally stream. It's currently about 7 o'clock in the morning. So I think my mic is a little bit far away from my face. But, good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Get my chat over on this side of my monitor, make it a little bit easier for me to read. How's your amp? It's doing well, I think. Yeah, I think it's been a little bit since I last streamed, but I was mostly working on the Guilty video. Those of you who watched it, I hope it was something that you enjoyed. It took a lot of time. I worked on that basically since the update came out. So it took some effort, I'll put it that way. But I think that the next video is probably going to be analyzing the Anarchs, but I kind of want to take a little bit of a break from working on regular videos, just for like a couple days, because it took so much out of me to make the Guilty video. So Operation Atrafentum here, splendid. You last streamed 2 years and 7 months ago. Thank you, sir. I knew that you would be here to fact check me. This post was fact checked by real cool kid patriots. It is true. Okay. Of you destroying the Guilty? I deliberately excluded that because of the spoiler clause thing. I didn't really see a point in adding a hype moments and aura montage if I was going to try and have like a spoiler embargo. Today's live reaction was made by Asina over on the Discord, and honestly, I was surprised to see this, considering that this was I talked about this a really long time ago, where my YouTube inspiration AI suggested that I make a video about the K-Drive Capybara, which was just a thing it fucking hallucinated into existence, and I thought that was pretty fucking funny. So, he's here now, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm also switching to the opposite side of the syndicates. I want to get their titles, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Air fryer reveal. I mean, I do have one, not like in my room. The K-Drive Capybara, the indie check. You see, oftentimes at this point, I wait to see if someone will actually message me anything. But now that you've pointed it out, I feel like I do have to go on DND because now it'll be too obvious. It'll be too easy. But yeah, not the Venus Ice Mystery. True. Guilty at least once. Like I said, I tried to tweak the format of that video. I wanted to make sure that it was possible for people to absorb as much information as they could without spoilers. So my hope is that there's still a lot of useful advice removed from all of the spoiler content. Well, I have all my weeklies and whatnot to do, so I guess we could also knock that stuff out. I think I have a Naros on because the last thing I did before closing the game yesterday was making the thumbnail. I was gonna do this stream last night, but I was tired, so I decided not to. With Caliban, I'm glad to hear that. I will say, for the foreseeable future, there will probably not be any more super boss guides. The Guilty has now entered the halls of like top 5 worst performing videos I've ever made. It did really bad.
Hey, did you hear?
So honestly, like, I knew that it was gonna be a niche topic, because most people aren't gonna want to do the super bosses, but I did not expect it to perform as poorly as it did. It was absolutely just like genuinely terrible. So I think that it's like less than 1,000 of its views even came from people who saw it in their subscription feed. So, like, the other super bosses would not be as much worth, but the interest is so low that I really just don't see a point in doing it again. It's unfortunate because I did want to talk about both Vor and the tank, and maybe I will at some point in the future because they will be shorter videos, but it just took so much time for nothing. I'm pretty sure that, I think in its first day, that video brought in like $50. I spent 60 hours on it, dude. So yeah, pretty bad return on investment. Pretty bad return on investment. I'll put it that way. I'll put it that way. Pretty bad return on investment. So I'm becoming a slop YouTuber. Tomorrow you guys are gonna see my OP Foley build. Hopefully that'll be appealing.
I think you found it. Ha, you got it. Now bring it
Today
home.
Golfa maxing. People were sad that I took away the how much is that in Big Macs? Dude, I don't fucking go to McDonald's. I have no idea. The Ultra Walk. I saw your message about it, Lunatic. I think I forgot to reply. I have a really bad habit where people will DM me or like ping me and I'll read it and then forget to respond. I do it all the fucking time. But I did see it. The going through the mission as like slowly as possible. The new Entrati family voice lines. Like the ones for the Roth cutscene, or are there different ones? 30% HP of Encows. Oh, interesting. So I assume that like I'm assuming you're referring to, is it like if an enemy dies to Combustion Beam? After the reunion with Shadowgrapher? Interesting. Okay, I actually have not spoken to them since the update came out, so I was unaware. I'm not sure if they'll work with spoiler mode on. Maybe they will, but I typically have it on whenever I stream and things like that. Okay. Obviously, when it comes to the operation, I've just been running the Nightmare missions. Honestly, I've had a lot of fun with these. The Nightmare missions, I think, were a cool way to mix things up. Oh, that's Faye Heck. That's unfortunate. Later on, I'll be honest, that never happens. Like, when it comes to videos that have, like, a resurgence of views long after they came out, it's extremely rare. I can only think of a few. Weird and Obscure Stuff Season 1 did really well way after its release. The Kuva Sobek video started to pop off like a month after it came out. And I think the Iceberg had like a second wind of viewership a couple years after it released. But generally speaking, because of how YouTube's discovery system works, if a video doesn't do well in its first couple days, it's fucking dead. It's not making it anywhere. Like, look at the ARG video. People kept telling me, oh yeah, well, you just have to give it some time and it'll get views. That never fucking happened. I think I'm gonna knock out my Archon Hunt. Why not? That's an easy thing to start on this stream. Fair enough. My channel is washed, don't worry. Your Volt build. I can talk about it in a moment. I generally don't like just showing my builds because I don't really like just... Okay, let me put it this way, right? So I see it with, like, this analogy. I feel like to give someone a build is to, like, give them a chair. This is the analogy I'm going to use for this. If I give you a chair, like, it's a perfectly functional chair. That's cool. But you can only really use it for things you could use a chair for. But if I was to, like, teach you how a thing worked, then that's like I'm giving you the wood to build the chair and the tools to build the chair. But, like, if you want, you could build other things, right? You can construct a chair if you'd like, but you could build, like, a table if you want. That's the, you know, that's the mentality I have. I choose to build a cuck chair. Well, I guess I probably should have seen that coming, all things considered. Building stuff is hard, though. Yeah, you see, that's the trade-off. Just being given a chair is easy, but there's so much more flexibility in learning to build the chair, as opposed to just being given the completed chair. I just got sent on Discord. New reaction image just dropped, and it says... Okay, hold on, dude. I don't even want to explain this, because it won't be funny. I just have to show it. That's 2016. Well, yeah, because of Ice Wave impedance. Honestly, after they reworked Frost a bit in Jade Shadows to make Ice Wave actually inflict cold procs with its augment, it's actually really good. It's a very good area control tool. Guilty chair. Thank you, Zert. Very cool. Your TV died? Okay, do you think you could just, like, run a headless setup where you have no monitor and try to play the game purely through sound? You're gonna roleplay like you're a blind person. I didn't do that before. Previously, the augment was a flat slow, if memory serves, or a fixed slow. And cold procs now can freeze enemies, which is a lot of added utility. You put down like 30 bubbles. Oh, they stack. They're health stacks. That was, I think, Frost's original rework a really long time ago. The health of bubble stacks. And I believe each time you recast it, it also reactivates the 4-second window where it absorbs damage and adds it to its health. That's always, like, it's always been,
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
like, I feel like there's been a discussion, I guess, in the, Warframe community for the longest time about, like, strength being an important stat on Frost over, like, efficiency. But I've always liked high efficiency to spam the bubble and my other crowd control stuff. You don't like Acuity on the Latron. I don't know when this is like a so you hate pancake type of thing. I mean, I'm using the alt fire as AoE slop, so I'm not currently using it because I'm not really aiming for things face. Perfect headless gaming setup. That is true. Do you think an Exalted Necromech is on the table? Realistically, no. I don't see them ever adding another Necromech. I hate to say that because I would love to see another one, but I don't see it happening, honestly. Instead of doing it myself. Well, you won't get the reward for yourself, though. That's different. That's different. And honestly, I was really on the fence about making the Accolade Acquisition series because it felt like I was just doing the, you know, showing the build thing, which is why I took a lot of extra effort to try and explain the build and kind of build on what I explained in the Guilty video. That was kind of important to me, that it wasn't just a, like, here's the answer kind of thing. Much more valuable. Yeah, like I said, it does have some scaling in terms of enemies can add to its health by damaging it, but it's one of those things where you have to recast it a lot anyway, so that's how fucking works. Damn.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Not that much. I don't personally use Acuity on a lot of weapons. It is a very good mod, but I find it useful in, like, certain very specific contexts, I suppose. Could have made it in art school. That I did not draw it. That was Craft26, who you all probably know is the original creator of the Gulfagor image that kicked off the entire Gulfagor meme. I asked if they wanted to contribute that as a bit in the video, and they agreed. That literally got that image got added, I shit you not, like 20 minutes before the video got uploaded for members.
The hunt can begin.
Into a wall? Yeah, that honestly is a very funny play style. They just try and slam enemies around. I can't use Bulwark. Well, I will say that, like, I don't think that mechs should have such low armor. I agree that that's a bad thing, but I don't think we power crept necromechs necessarily, because, like, to be blunt, I really think that Void Rig is still just, like, broken. But I don't think they're ever going to do anything about it, because people would freak the fuck out. Okay, so the game told me I gained 5,000 parent sequence standing. Are you Glass? What are you doing, dog?
Reject the corpus doctrine that conflict is opportunity. We see the numbers differently. We must raise more cap.
Craft paid an exposure. I actually offered to pay Craft for it, and they said they didn't want to be. Actually, I'm just gonna... Or just its 4. I think that also part of it is Storm Shroud. Storm Shroud is also quite good, but a big part of it is just Arcabex, honestly. I mean, like, Necroweb is a fine ability. I don't think Grave Mines are very good, but it sucks too, because personally I vastly prefer Bone Widow. I think she's way more fun, but nobody uses her because she's not Void Rig. Like, I've seen even people who tell me that they really like the Necromechs talk about how they never use Bone Widow because she's bad, and the truth is Bone Widow is not bad. She's just not Void Rig. That's kind of the shitty reality of it, honestly. Dude, my efficiency is fucking terrible, apparently. Nuclear reactor. That's one of the job perks, I imagine. Oh, that was a barrel. Yeah, I think that's kind of just the sad reality, is that, people don't play Bone Widow because it's not Void Rig, and I don't really see them adding any other mechs, because, people aren't going to want to use them. An Exalted mech is a little different, but giving up your normal weaponry in an Exalted mech form, it'd have to be really good. I also have honestly just like kind of long wanted like a sword and shield like knight style Warframe, and Bone Widow gets pretty close to that. Takes arc melee mods. So here's the thing with that. Arc melees aren't very good, but Iron Bride has pretty solid stats for an arc melee. And the mods themselves don't all suck. A lot of them do, don't get me wrong, but not all of them, especially the magnetic and radiation ones that got added. I think they're crit chance and crit damage for their secondary stats. Like, they have some good mods. I think a lot of it with the arc melees is that, well, several of their mods are dog shit, I'm gonna be honest. But it's also just their base stats are really fucking bad. Goes insane. Yeah, Furor, I think it's called. I can't fucking speak. Banger. Boner, you're a massive bull. This is why we can't mod Warframe, okay? It's because of shit like this. I'm convinced. It'd help a fair bit. I think the thing with a lot of like the arc melee stuff is that they're just so not useful that I don't really see the developers doing much with them. You can't even use them on the ground, right? They're mostly a Railjack exclusive thing. So I don't really think there's any incentive for them to actually buff them. Can't nerf anything. Tweak the numbers a bit doesn't work. I showed the tweet in the hot take video. Pablo said they nerfed Void Rig down to 10% of its current damage, and it was still one-shotting things. They would genuinely have to gut the fuck out of Arcabex to make Void Rig balanced, and at this point, I just don't see them ever doing that. Give me her an heirloom skin. They might give her a few buffs. I could definitely see that, like they did with Vauban. I don't think she needs a rework, though. I think people kind of... I'm not saying this to, like, target use specifically, but I think that when it comes to the word rework, I think people kind of misuse it now to just mean buff. Like, we can just buff things. I feel like a rework is typically reserved for frames where they need, like, major alterations to their kit. Like, you know, Caliban got a lot of major changes to his abilities. He got 2 new summons, for example, and Aros got an entirely new ability. Hydroid got a new ability. Like, those things are reworks. Versus things like the changes to Vauban, I think were more of, like, a refresh, right? And, yeah, I have seen both of them. They seem interesting, but I don't want to pass judgment on that type of thing until I've actually used it. Duel and a new passive. Well, I think they referred to both Trinity and Nyx's reworks as a light reworks. Trinity's was much more light than Nyx, but I don't think they ever advertised them as full-blown reworks, and frankly, I don't really think they needed them. I think that for Nyx, at least, I think they gave her basically all the stuff that she needed. Even if it wasn't like a huge structural thing, they smoothed over a lot of her kit's biggest problems. I don't think she needed anything major. Mind control is still kind of an iffy ability, I'm not gonna lie, but I've thought about doing a video about mind control and sort of like trying to weigh who is the most valuable target to mind control. But I'm not really sure if I'll ever get around to that, because I thought it might be fun to be like, okay, who are the best enemies of each faction to mind control if you see them? Slaying. Yeah, honestly, I don't even think Velox needed an augment. Velox is actually pretty good for a machine pistol. Hello, Fent Kid. Welcome. Just kidnap these dudes in the tornadoes real quick. Zephyr was my crutch for when I was doing solo Steel Path completion. Anytime I had to do an interception, I would just rely on Zephyr. This game mode is so cancer solo, especially in Steel Path. Vent Kid. I don't know, I feel like generally you cross the rework line when a frame starts to get new abilities. I think, like, that, for me, that's kind of the line. Won't let you shoot through it? Yeah, unfortunately true. And I know it's EA. Yeah, there's interesting potential with it. I did a bunch of testing, and I'd have to look at my notes, because I did this many months ago now, where I was just fucking around with, I think it was Tenet Blinks. Ooh, I think a Battle Axe just broke. That's the thing you have to be scared of when you're playing Zephyr, is Battleless lasers will not get stopped by Turbulence. But Viper Nixon Trinity. Yeah, I think the term that the developers used for that stuff was like refresh or something like that. But I think a lot of people latch onto the word rework. I've seen people say that like Komei needs a rework, and like I'm gonna be real, no the fuck she doesn't. Komei doesn't need a rework. I think you can argue that she deserves some kind of buffs to smooth over certain parts of her kit that are uncomfortable. But like I think people throw around the word rework a little too much. I will say, though, this game has a bad track record with just buffing things in general. Like, there are some times that, like, an individual thing will just get buffed, but it's very rare. It feels like either... Dude, all of those rockets missed, Jesus. But it feels to me like we have the kind of problem in Warframe that whenever something's going to get buffed, everything related to it has to get buffed, or it's never getting buffed. And that kind of bothers me. Like, if you look at, this stuck out to me a lot. So, during a dev short a while back, Steve promised that they would buff the Ambassador. Now, funnily enough, the Ambassador thing was kind of a nerf, because they fixed a long-standing bug that I believe gave it, like, way more damage on its alt fire than it was supposed to have. But they buffed its base damage a little bit to compensate, and made the alt-fire shots way cheaper, which was honestly the better part of that buff, if you ask me. It makes the alt-fire a lot more comfortable to use. But during the dev short, Rebecca told Steve Pablo made him, like, promise to never buff an individual weapon again. And I remember thinking of, like, to myself, why not? Because I feel like it would make sense to buff individual weapons that are bad from time to time. But this game doesn't do that. At best, we get variants, and often that doesn't even fix anything. And I think it's sad because there are so many cool weapons that have a lot of potential that don't go anywhere because of that philosophy. Like, you look at Segek Prime. Segek Prime is a cool weapon, but it's massively hamstrung to compensate for its gimmick. Unlike Gatva, which is like its bigger sibling, that is much better at executing on its gimmick for multiple reasons, but largely because they didn't fucking gimp the opposite stat to compensate for it. So, I feel like Segek was like a really cool idea for a weapon, and I think it would make sense if they were to buff it to make it have like a usable status chance. But the unfortunate thing is that doesn't happen in this game. So it's just going to get left to rot until sometime, 400 years from now, where they either give it an incarnate or give it a variant. Not just never buff. Well, the reason it got me thinking about it was because we don't see individual weapon buffs in this game pretty much ever.
Congratulations.
Word that would be? Okay. Yes, but at the same time, they've done it before. Does anyone here remember when Melees all got reworked? During Melee 2.9, I think it was that update? They literally adjusted the stats of every single Melee in the game. Like, would it be a lot of work? Yes, but I mean, A, not every weapon is dog shit. And B, I don't think it's beyond the scope of possibility. Especially if they were to do it, like, as new weapons released. Like, hold on. I want to talk about this because it bothers me so much. I think it's on my Loki build that I use all this stuff. Segek is a weapon that I think has a lot of problems. But this is the biggest one by far. And they don't... I feel like the existence of Segek completely missed what made Gatva's gimmick good. So, Gatva's gimmick is its crit chance thing. Don't look at the build, it's not important. This unique trait here, after inflicting a status effect, next shot has a 15% chance to have a critical chance of 300%. This is good for multiple reasons in comparison to Segek. For one, shots can have more than 100% status chance, meaning that they can roll the chance multiple times. And on top of that, they didn't gimp the gun's crit stats. I think this is an old build, I don't need this. They didn't gimp the gun's crit stats, it still has a 23% critical chance. So you can either full send into the gimmick or still build for some amount of crit like I have, and then just rely on like the bursts of damage from the passive as like a sort of a bonus thing. The problem with the Seigek is this is completely unusable. Not only is the status chance unworkably bad, but if you look at the unique trait, it's only a 6% chance, and crits over a crit tier of 1 don't have, like, they don't roll the bonus multiple times. So, where if I fire a shot with Gatva and it inflicts 2 status effects, that's 2 rolls of the perk. For Seigek, if I land an orange crit, it still only counts as 1. So you're stuck in this situation where not only does it have a really low chance of activating, but each individual bullet can only roll the chance once, versus Gatva, where it can theoretically roll the bonus multiple times. And you can't build into status at all without it. I'm pretty sure that someone crunched the numbers on Seigek's average status chance, and it's fucking terrible. It's like, I think, less than 20%. It's one of those things where I liked the idea, but they just gimped it so fucking hard to compensate for it. And it just, I feel like that totally missed the point of what made Gatva good. Gatva is good because it's a normal rifle with an extra thing, an extra wrinkle like added to its gameplay loop. The Seigek completely crippled itself to compensate for that wrinkle, and I think that was a terrible decision. That just made the gun fucking terrible. Galariak is just fine. The problem with Galariak, genuinely, is that Harmony exists. I cannot type. Scythes are, generally speaking, heavy attack weapons, and you just can't beat Harmony. It's just better than basically every other heavy attack scythe in the game. That's really Galariak's biggest problem, is that it's not Harmony. But an early morning or late night stream, it is early morning. Is that it's ugly? I mean, yeah, it kind of is. But honestly, I don't hate it. I don't hate the Grenier Prime weapon design. I feel like my white on this is a little too bright. I'll fuck with it later.
A fearsome appearance, operator.
I don't see why the chance is so low. Like, I feel like the perk has potential, but it's such a low chance that I don't really see the value. If the chance was like 15% and it had like a 20% base status, I think it could be really good, for sure. Oh, another thing that I feel like I should mention is when it comes to Galariak, or when it comes to Gatva, there's a benefit on critical hits, basically no matter what, but on Seigek, if you roll the perk enough, once you hit 10 stacks of a status, then refreshing it doesn't matter. Didn't have so many trucks and expected the new staff got picked to go home first. Damn. Well, I mean, at least you don't have to work anymore. That's always a good thing. Job. Derogatory. Like an augment trust. Like I said, I feel like Seigek is a good example of a weapon that I really think should have gotten buffed shortly after it was released. Because I feel like the problem with it is so obvious and was so unanimous when it comes to community sentiment surrounding the gun, and nothing happened to it. And that pisses me off. Honestly, I hate to say it, but it pisses me off. I don't understand why the developers are so resistant to things like that. It's so rare for individual weapons to get buffed, even if they just came out. And it leads to things coming out that just feel meaningless. Like, can you make Seigek worse? Yes, but I'll be honest, if you want to use a machine pistol, just use Velox Prime. You might say, oh, but the critical chance is worse. I mean, it is, but there's things like Enervate that make up for that. I generally think that the Velox is just a better weapon. I don't know. I'm disappointed in the Seigek insanity. I will say, removing the animations, I understand why they wouldn't want to do that. Or even not speeding them up. I understand why they wouldn't want to do that. I think that I can see the argument that it's like a significant part of the feel of them. To have the animation wind up. I will say, I think that the approach from DE that they said of like, we'll adjust Tauron strikes depending on their usage in the Guilty, I hope that what they mean is that they're only going to buff the ones that don't get used as much. Because if they're just going based on how often they get used in the Guilty, they're going to see people are spamming them because they're being given one every minute. And they'll be like, oh, okay, so it's fine. And then they'll just not touch them. Because, like, when I made the Tauron Strikes Need Help video, I got so many comments that were like, cool kid, what are you talking about? You know, the developers are going to buff these after release, so this video is totally pointless. And, I mean, for one, I literally said in the video that I expected them to make some kind of buff to it, and that I wanted to get my feedback out first, because that's how providing feedback works. But also, that's not materialized yet, and I'm starting to get nervous. Tauron Strikes have been in the game for almost 4 months now, and they just aren't worth getting. The only ones that I think are worth getting are Nidri and Thara, honestly. Lorak isn't bad, I just think it's really uncomfortable to use. Kogron isn't bad, it's just kind of niche. And I do think Vexoric is kind of bad. Specifically, its persistent effect. Vexoric itself is fine, I just don't like the spectral blades. And I feel like the mentality of like, oh, we'll just look at their usage in the Guilty and then go from there. Like, why? The Guilty lets you spam the strikes. The number one problem with the strikes, in my opinion, is that you can't use them that often, unless you, like, play into a fairly specific strategy for it. So it's like, I don't know. I outlined my problems with the system in the Tauron Strike video, and none of it has been addressed thus far, and I hate that, because it's clear so much work went into the strikes, and I was really hoping that they would work on making them more valuable, but I just don't feel like they're going to. Especially because of Pablo saying on one of the dev streams that their mentality was like, oh, well, for veteran players, the big thing is the operator modding. But, like, why would you put so much effort into a Tauron Strike, a weapon like that, a new mechanic in the gameplay loop, that isn't supposed to be helpful at high level? Most players will spend the majority of their experience at the high level of the game. And the thing that also weirds me out about that is that a couple of the strikes are good at high level. Like I said, Thara and Nidri are both genuinely really good. Thara, because it deals a shit ton of damage and is completely brainless, and Nidri because it can revive dead allies, which is unique to Nidri. Nothing else can do that. So, I feel like there's potential in the system to make them impactful at high level. Thara and Nidri are impactful at high level, but it feels like they're just kind of turning a blind eye to the other strikes, and I don't even feel like they need that many significant buffs. It's so weird to me, too, because DE has been very good about this kind of thing in the past. Like, I don't know if people remember this, Zaku got completely reworked, right after they came out. Over the course of, like, a couple months after Heart of Deimos, Zaku was iteratively reworked until they became actually usable, because Zaku fucking sucked on launch. I don't care what people will cope about the radial armor strip at the time. Zaku fucking sucked on launch. And they were made into a genuinely great Warframe over time. Protea got a bunch of buffs after she came out. Gauss got a bunch of buffs after he came out. They weren't even bad on release. They just tried to smooth some things over after that. Like, DE is normally pretty good when they add major things like Warframes and stuff about buffing them shortly after they release based on feedback. But, I mean, they even did a testing grounds with content creators for Valkyr's rework to gather feedback on it, if memory serves. But the Tauron Strikes just kind of feel like they were dropped into the game and immediately abandoned. And I don't really understand what's up with that, I guess. Because, like I said, it's a major mechanic. And I feel like there's really just no reason to grind most of them outside of the operator modding. And with how long it takes to get them, that's not a good enough reason, honestly. You can use the Yowie beam. I see the potential. I see the potential. So long. Yeah, that's the funny thing, too, is that Thara, part of why it's so good is its animation is actually fairly fast. Lorak takes fucking forever. Dropping and abandoning. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, it's Warframe. There's way too much content in this game for all of it to be updated all the time. The reason that I'm shocked by it is because it just fucking came out. Like, you look at other pieces of content. Duviri got a lot of iterations shortly after release, for example. Railjack had up several improvements over the course of its life based on feedback. I mean, of course, there's the fact that those were over a longer span of time than and now. But the reason for this rant is I'm losing hope, okay? I'm losing hope for the Tauron strikes in terms of some kind of improvement to the system. I outlined my thoughts in my video. Whether or not they actually go based on what I had stated and what I think should happen is totally obviously up to the developers. I don't make the game. I'm not a professional dev. I'm just kind of spitting my shit on what I think would help. But that's just my opinion as a player, right? I don't make the game, so I don't really think it's, you know, ultimately up to me, obviously. But I just worry that we're not going to get anything at this point. What to look at? My thing is, like, it's different in the Guilty, not even just because of the fact that you get more of them. You're using them against bosses, which is a very different usage context than using them against regular enemies, which is going to be what you're doing most of the time. Because they think it's a waste of time. Okay, I will say this. There's this conception in the Warframe community that DE doesn't ever revisit anything. That's just complete bullshit. I'm just gonna be blunt. DE updates old stuff in this game, literally in every single update. I mean, just recently they reworked Awakening again, on top of, like, a lot of other just, like, various QOL type things. But it's not like DE never updates old shit. The problem is this game has way too much old shit for them to update all at once. Like, it's a very small, iterative process. New content is priority number one, and then they'll pick, like, a small slice of the old game to work on over time. They do update old stuff. It's a very popular sentiment that they don't, and I feel like there is just a huge list of examples of that not being true. But the problem is there's too much in this game that you still will always be able to point to examples of stuff they haven't changed, because this game has been out for 13 fucking years. Of course there's stuff they haven't changed. There's way too much shit in the game. Like, when I talk about this topic, something people almost always bring up is Equinox not being reworked. And to that I say, that's just fucking cherry picking. Like, look at all the frames that have been reworked. In terms of Valkyr, Oberon, Hydroid, Inaros, Nyx, a lot of frames that were very unpopular have been reworked. So, like, picking out Equinox is just cherry picking. What am I doing? I think that... Yeah, you're an armor. I couldn't remember. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Boreal is immune to armor stripping. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Work Chroma, My Life is Yours. Later this year. They said ask them at TennoCon, I believe, when they were interviewed last year about the subject. I do hope we get something out of Railjack, but... Like 5 left. Yeah, like, I think when it comes to reworks, the main ones, in my opinion, are probably Banshee, Equinox, and Chroma, and Limbo, I guess. Didn't Rev get touched on launcher sometime after? I believe Revenant got some changes, but I don't think they were anything, like, super substantial. Not on the level of, like, Gauss. Gauss got a whole page of buffs for no reason, honestly. He was already good when he came out. Not that I'm complaining, but... What do you want to see change about Banshee? Honestly, a lot of it for me with Banshee is just quality of life stuff. Like, I think that her abilities shouldn't be full body actions. I don't know why. It locks you into an animation whenever you cast her 1, 2, and 3. There's just no point for that, if you ask me. I think as well, like, when it comes to Banshee, the main thing is her 4. I think that her 4 needs to be either totally replaced or significantly reworked. It's not, like, bad at lower levels, but at any level beyond, like, 50, it just sucks. I will say I haven't played a ton of Banshee lately, so I'm not sure how new additions have affected that dynamic. But generally speaking, I feel like Banshee is, like, a lot of it is just smoothing certain things over. She's just really uncomfortable to play at times for no reason. That isn't Mach Rush. I don't honestly agree with that, purely because Gauss has by far the fastest movement speed in the game. If he had, like, a self-buff to movement speed, I don't feel like it's necessary, I guess. Like, you look at the way that different speed buffs are handled in this game, I think that each of them has, like, a distinct feature missing. So, like, you look at Wisp, right? Wisp improves fire rate, melee attack speed, and movement speed, but not reload speed. Volt improves reload speed, melee attack speed, and movement speed, but not fire rate. and Gauss's 4 improves fire rate, reload speed, and melee attack speed, but not movement speed. Like, there's a lot there in terms of what the buffs do, but there's like that one key piece missing that makes them remain distinct. So I feel like it's good for them to maintain that for mods and arcanes. Pablo actually explained why they didn't do that. Apparently there was a like attempt to do it, but there was the programming element of making Sonar count as like proper weak points was just a shit ton of work for a very niche interaction for that purpose. I will say I don't agree with what happened to Volt. Gauss also gives cast speed. Yeah, that was because it used to give holster speed, and then they massively increased holster speed. I think it was in Veilbreaker and swapped it out. Same with like when they took Chroma's Toxin Aura and gave it a different damage buff. But oh, I was looking at my chat for a second again. Hold up. We gotta arrive at the function. Fuck you. And he's gonna immediately call in his gang. Miserable motherfucker, dude. Hold on, you're a sentient. What am I doing? Infuse cold damage. Did you not do that? Kill him. Okay. But now it's these applications. Oh god. But yeah, the thing with Volt that bothers me is that you can backflip to cancel speed. Like, you've been able to opt out of it for a long time. But, I guess people just continue to bitch about it. And it's a weird thing, too. It's a surprisingly popular sentiment. People don't like Volt speed. I thought that was surprising. I feel like the buff is generally super helpful. But for those who don't know, I believe when it comes to teammates, specifically, not Volt himself, but teammates, the buff is capped at 150% now. Which is really lame. Maybe they could have added an easier way to opt out of it, but you could just backflip out of it. Who don't like it. Titania players deserve nothing. But yeah, it's like, I get the movement speed reduction, or the movement speed increase, sorry, was annoying for some people, but it does suck for people who, like, played around that element. I will say, though, for, like, the Volt change in particular, I just play solo most of the time, so it doesn't really affect me that much, but it's just a sad reality, I think, of, like, it annoyed people enough that they took it away, and now no one gets to have fun. I think he's fine. I think Loki is, like, he's an okay Warframe, I guess. I don't play him super often, but we all hate each other already. Look, Titania is a frame I really enjoy playing. The problem is if anyone puts Thermal Sunder on Titania, you are automatically dead to me. Scourge of any public Fisher mission. Get the fuck out of my lobby! Transference Distortion is kind of AIDS, but I do have Lavos. Oh, there's that.
We are alone. We must conquer or we must die.
I also have a pretty solid weapon in Bratton. All of these are kind of bad. I guess Bronco's not bad. It's also an Incarnate. I guess we'll do Furex. And then we'll grab Rocky, my goat. What's on Null Star? You're on thin fucking ice, Blueprint. You're on thin fucking ice. Hold up, I fucked up. I just realized that, yeah, I still have Matter Eye on. I prefer to use Vazarin on Lavos as like a just in case. But I think someone mentioned as well, like, the topic of like a Limbo rework. I would like to say that I don't play Limbo often, so I'm not really an expert on this topic. But I will say that one of my personal kind of struggles with Limbo is that I feel like if they were to rework him, the struggle is that Limbo honestly is the type of Warframe where when he works, he's blatantly overpowered. And so they just keep adding exemptions to what the Rift works on, and when the Rift doesn't work, it sucks. So it's just a matter of, like, what do we do about Limbo? Because if we buff him, then he's going to be just fucking absurdly powerful. I feel like at this point, DE has just decided to leave him alone, because they don't want to deal with it. Wrath of Ukko Colorbows? Based? Gets deleted from the game. Dude, I've seen a lot, like, people unironically suggest that, and I think that's just unbelievably stupid. Like, I've seen people, like, make posts on the Warframe forums and whatnot, specifically when Kome came out, because I think Kome fucking broke the collective, like, single brain cell of the Warframe community. But there was, like, a post I had seen that had a lot of support where someone was like, they should just delete Kome and refund everyone that caught her. And it's like, what? I don't understand. Rifted enemies. I think that's, like, the main thing that he realistically needs. But you are on Reddit? Oh, trust me, I'm not... Dude, is this... That guy was so stanced up, I wasn't even hitting him. I have not looked at the Warframe subreddit in many years. I think someone sent me that post, actually. If I'm ever exposed to that kind of thing, it's almost always because it's sent to me. Way better. Kome's dice are already actually weighted. As far as I'm aware, naturally it would... The assumption is that the dice would be like a 6% chance, but it's been determined that the odds of a 6 roll are actually 1 in 10. So they are already loaded in favor of the player. When you're gay fan base during Pride Month. I can't... Okay, I will never forget. I think that's got to be like one of the funniest Warframe quote-unquote controversies ever was Jade Shadows coming out during Pride Month. Oh my god, that was so fucking stupid. Mission's fun. I agree. In environments where she works, I find her to be more fun than anyone else. Oh, it's a Bone Widow. Okay, that's fine. Weirdly enough, Bone Widow is supposed to be tankier than Void Rig, but I generally find them to be much easier to kill. Ouch. I guess I didn't have Valence Block active. I don't know why I still have Corrosive Infuse. It's not going to do anything. Oh. I guess... They hit me, and it staggered them and not me. Mega fucked up on Foley. Her ammo resupply gets all energy back. Huh. I can't see that being intentional. Literally international weather. Yes, to some degree. So that's the weird thing. For some reason, Kome doesn't naturally open enemies to finishers. The way I do it is I just slide kick them, but I think it's really annoying. I missed that one. So this is, I say drama with air quotes, because honestly it's really stupid. There were people that were upset that Jade Shadows released during Pride Month because it's a straight love story. I'm not kidding. This was like a real thing people were mad about. I thought that, like, it was a joke at first. Some of those motherfuckers were not joking. Let me put it that way. Some of those motherfuckers were not joking. I thought she was ass. Yeah, Kome's a lot of fun. She just is a very particular frame. Once tied up. Yeah, I wish. I wish that they would make Bunraku do that. That would honestly, I think, make her feel a lot better to play, is if Bunraku opened enemies to ground finishers. Officially unwoke. Yeah, ignore that, you know, we had the gay love story that dropped like 6 months beforehand. That never happened. That never happened. Your magnetic procs mean nothing to me, little worm. Fuck you. Because Stalker bottom? What the heck? Those annoying challenges down. I would like more Kome challenges, but honestly just for gameplay variety, not like for cool dilution. I will say though, it is annoying as fuck when you get headshot kills and then get wall latch kills back to back like 5 times in a row. That shit is ass. Rocky, wake up! Wake up! Lock in! Rock in, motherfucker! We're killing the Murmur. I don't think I really have, like, a good... Actually, I do have Bronco. I take that back. I do have a decent priming weapon. It's this guy right here. I love her so much. Foley is a lot of fun. I haven't been playing her, like, a ton, but I do think she's a good time. I will say as well, like, in regard to Kome, I do think that you kind of need her to augment for her to feel more comfortable, which is lame. But I still like her a lot. I do quite like the Bronco Incarnate. I do have a Ribbon, though, so you got to keep that in mind. But it gets the Ricochet mechanic, and if you have Dizzying rounds, that's a big bump in status chance, along with the utility of its stunning thing. Really analyzing the Murmur? True. Like Arcane Arachne. I feel like the Wall Lash one, I just wish the requirement was lower. Personally, I don't hate it, because if you have like a weapon that's able to kill a decent amount of enemies, it's honestly one of the faster challenges. But honestly, my biggest gripe with Kome is that my companion steals my fucking kills all the time. Of open worlds. Well, that was Warframe Geographic, but that's another one of those series that did really, really bad. Another fucking yellow shard. Dude, I hate this game. The single weapon variants? It depends. But for a lot of them, the single variants have faster reload speed and better accuracy. And then, of course, there are certain incarnates, like Bronco and Furus, that are exclusive to the single variants. Oh shit, we have explosive potential and bolstered belligerence. What the fuck are you talking about, Nitro? I will say, I do miss open worlds. I don't know if this is like a take literally anyone on God's green earth agrees with, but, Nitro Shard? Holy hell. But I miss the classic open world formula, and I think it's sad because Deimos, I don't think people remember this, but when Deimos came out, it was pretty unpopular that we got another open world following the open world formula. Personally, I think the formula works well, and that each open world mixes it up in a unique way. Like Deimos has, you know, the floating fish, for example. I do think that Deimos is my least favorite of the OG open worlds, but that's largely because I'm not a huge fan of how small it is. But I think it's just kind of sad that that update was so unpopular that I feel like it kind of resulted in us not getting more of them. And it makes me sad because I do like the formula, and I would have loved to see more. I will forever hope one day that we get a Mars open world, but I don't think it's ever happening. Force is the best weapon. Glaive user spotted. I'm just gonna keep, like, because I'm focusing so much on interacting with the chat, we're just gonna keep infusing corrosive so I don't have to use my brain. Armor strip. Hold on. Okay, they're over here. With Duviri, yeah. Duviri, I think, was their attempt to make an open world that was, like, as different from the formula as possible. And I like Duviri, but I don't think we're gonna get any, like, much more out of it, because people also kind of hate that mode, which sucks. At least it's not very popular these days. But not Glaives. I'll be honest. I think that the Slam nerfs were necessary for a very different reason than Glaives. There was a period in time where Slams were unbelievably spammable. Glaives, I feel like, if they got nerfed, people would throw a fit. But I wouldn't complain. Personally, I don't think it would be a terrible thing. But, like, Slams had crossed the line into being incredibly disruptive because there were certain strats to, like, truncate the end of the animation and spam them insanely fast. For 6 hours, like survival. Many such cases. Where, okay, the pipes are in here. My bad. I have a brain damage. That it, fuck breaking containers. That is the one thing that I hate about it, I'm not gonna lie. That shit sucks. That's nice. I feel you there. I was feeling some serious circuit fatigue. I'd love for them to add more modes to the circuit, honestly. All right, everyone. Big new idea. Hear me out, hear me out. Circuit interception. What do we think, guys? What do we think? Circuit mobile defense. I only have good ideas. People are failing to see the vision. Circuit capture. Circuit Legocyte harvest. Sharkwing. Yeah, fucking. Not just circuit interception, dude. Circuit Arcwing interception specifically. You know what? Hold on. Fuck it. I'm switching to Blast. We're just going to make my armor stripping platform the Orb. And we're just going to use Blast. Why not? We're on Lavos. We can make decisions and act on them, and it's fine. I don't like that Rupturing Fragment. He's pissing me off, Robert. Orkin Sabaton. Keep that evil to yourself. Look, I don't think anything I've ever suggested has ever made it into the game, so you guys are safe, don't worry. Honestly, if I think that something should be in the game, there's actually a good chance that'll keep it from making it into the game. Really, you should be thanking me. Dude, if they ever actually drop Circuit Interception, I'm actually getting crucified. Hey, could y'all fuck off? I'm trying to put amphors in the thing. I'm making a deposit. Circuit Spy. That would be interesting. Circuit Lunaro. Shortened like the Stendia. Honestly, if fucking only. I hate Circuit Excavation so much. It's such a pain in the ass. Was that a cold? Okay. I saw it swimming around in the soup. The soup of enemies. Infected salvage. Circuit force bracing. You know, I'd fuck with that low-key. Go, my contagious bond proc. Kill. Kill them all. Oh, Rocky, you motherfucker. I mean, he's certainly putting in the work, though. Oh, there's that, I guess. Where is your corpse? There you are. Getting one-shotted. Well, they did get shield gating recently, so there was that. I think it was in the last update they got shield gating added. Youch. Mostly, okay. I'm trying to... I need to take a moment to actually pay attention to what's on my screen. Hi there. A couple of dudes. I have an electric amphor, so I should probably grab that for them. Ooh, hi. They're just tossing this one at me. I'll take that. That's fine. Where did he... There we go. Looking for the cold amphor. We're gonna catch up on the chat a little bit. Thoughts on Foley? I like her quite a bit. I talked about her more in my last stream. I think it's still public on my channel at the moment if you want like a more in-depth discussion about her, but early or late? Fairly early. I also have not played Circuit basically at all in many months. Ooh, I'm about to die. I haven't, like, I got burnt out pretty hard on it from all the Incarnins. Of course, we're getting a new batch at some point, and so I'll have to do it more for those, but... Do you have a Lavos guide? Not currently, no. I was working on the script for one, but it's kind of on the back burner, because it's going to be super long. Like, to put it into perspective, my script is 11 pages currently, and I just got the transmutation probe. So... It's gonna be a long video, and I kind of just don't have the desire to work on something that large. I'm guessing it'll be at least an hour, probably closer to an hour and a half. During the deep mine bounties, what's a... Neff is just confused. He doesn't know what a boulder is. It's ball ass. Foley's Hunt is one of those games where I feel like if they ever try to expand it, it will be met with overwhelming backlash. I'll say I do want to do a Lavos guide. I think he's a very misunderstood frame who gets a lot of flack from people who don't vibe with his gameplay. And I kind of want to do some, like what Sci-Fi did with Limbo. I want to do some work to try and help improve his reputation, because I do think he is a genuinely great Warframe. But, man, it's just going to take so much effort.
Yes, those will serve quite handily.
Requires too much brain power. That's part of why I enjoy him, honestly. I mean, I'm just abusing Valen's formation right now because I'm reading my chat, but I like how much you can, like... He really makes you think about the order you're casting your abilities in, and I quite like that. I'm glad that it helped. Ooh, a red shard. Nice. No, that video... The Gas City video also didn't do great, but it performed leagues better than the Guilty one. Okay. Post-mortal surges and bold venture aren't too bad, but eroding census is fucking annoying. Oh yeah, check it out. Plan Glyph Prism, baby. Love this fucking thing. Just, spam my specters. This is basically just how you have to do this if you're, a solo player. Or get Foley's Hunt. Have more weight. I also, like... Something about Lavos' design that I think is really underappreciated is how all of his abilities are fundamentally like blank slates for the stat effects he can inflict. Like right now, I just infused Cold onto my Transmutation Probe. The goal here is that enemies will get electrified and take the stun animation, and then the Cold procs will prolong the stun animation by slowing them. The fact that you can do stuff like that on Lavos is super cool, and I really, really like that about him. So I think my Transmutation Probe just vanished, because I don't know where it went. Oh no, it's still there. The visual effect's just being weird because I'm too close to it. Circuit Call mission? That would be the... But, ooh, this is not going great. Just toss this out. I'm mostly relying on my summons as distractions. Yeah, this is part of why I really dislike eroding senses. I kind of just have to deal with it like this. I mean, obviously I can kill enemies to speed up the spawning, but... Holy Subsume. I see the vision. Dude, this thing is eating a shit ton of damage because it's just constantly taking damage over time, so its shields aren't coming back. Which is really ass. Just drop the... Dude, I love Lavos' instant rush cancel. Small piece of tech. I don't know if anyone here is aware of that. The timing is very strict if you want to do it actually instantly, but... I'm sorry, I'm probably not going to be reading the chat as much for a bit. I'm really trying to focus so I don't lose this. Ooh, it's taking so much damage. I gotta be careful. I think my post-mortal surges are actually, like, contributing to the problem. Is they're spawning on top of the thing. Just toss that out there. Go away. I really need to, like, abuse as much as I possibly can in terms of, like, some bullshit to get through this mission comfortably. Because I fucking hate this modifier. I think it's so, just, like, stupid. Like, oh yeah, the objective will just passively take damage for no reason. No, there's nothing you can do to actually stop it. Only so many of the glyphs can even be active at once. Okay, I can move on. Yippee. Okay. Get all my, stuff. Defense missions like this. Yeah, that's fair. I said I'm mostly just relying on, like, cold procs. Honestly, radiation might actually be the way to go for this, too. Because enemies that are under the effect of radiation will attack each other, which is really, really useful. Might be good to just infuse that, actually. We'll give that a shot. Like, my fingers aren't super used to the, combo for that. I don't really infuse radiation much. Dude, AoE weapons with post-mortal surge. This is like a form of fucking torture. Reeks radiation too. Yeah, but the transmutation probe doesn't deal a ton of damage, so that's not really like its purpose, if that makes sense. The main goal is for the crowd control spread more than anything. And then I think I'm just gonna infuse cold on... Ooh, I did not do the... I hit space too fast when I tried to cancel my Vile Rush there. I did it late. Could you go away, maybe? Thank you. There we go. Put that in that spot. Toss this out. I need to stop standing on the objective, because I'm pretty sure my post-mortal surges are damaging it. It'll attack it, too. Hey, everyone. 10 radiation procs here. I'm gonna kill the objective now. Youch. Dude, I'm actually just turning the Incarnate form off. It's actually getting that bad. I'm getting staggered so much because I'm not, enemies aren't dropping energy orbs or health orbs even often enough for me to maintain my status immunity. So I'm just fucking getting staggered. Dude, post-mortal surges is unironically so AIDS. I want to see if I can wait this out. I don't want to actually finish this one. I want to save it for the next one because it's way lower. And I'll have more chances to heal this one later, but... Donation goal to kill the objective? I don't think that's how this works. I can't just, like, choose to do it. Is the Radium Barrel there? If you're talking about for Foley, no. Foley does not have access to the Radium Barrel. Foley's barrels don't even affect allies. Okay, splendid. You do not use Prime Sure-Footed on Lavos? No. Considering he has a status immunity passive, there's not a point in most content. A lot of content you'll have high enough enemy density, it doesn't matter. But here, I do not. Dude, I think I have like 200-something% range on, and this still just doesn't feel like it's that big. So the goal is to create distractions. That's my objective with the radiation and the specters and all that, is to just create distractions. Create things for enemies to shoot at that are not the objective. Ooh, or else things like that happen. Yep, of course it's a fucking anatomizer, dude. Did you go away? Thank you. Oh, oh, this might actually be curtains. There's so many! Okay, that was really bad. The objective is alive, but that was really bad. Oh, is it gonna get stuck? Okay, that happens sometimes. Again, I'm sorry, I'm not really reading the chat that much right now. I'm doing my best to focus so that I actually finish the mission. I would really rather not fail this. That would be very inconvenient. Oh, there's fucking bullshit over here again. Go away! Fuck off! Why is the probe? It feels like it's not really hitting them. Oh, right, hold on. I gotta turn that shit off again. I forgot. I'm not even gonna go for any more glyphs. I'm just gonna try and make sure this thing stays alive. Okay, we should be fine. That was bad. I can't believe they never fixed that, by the way. The fact that you can just have the mech die in the round transition for the free 45 seconds off. Genuinely amazed that hasn't been fixed. It's so absurdly easy to abuse and completely goes against the entire point of the mechanic. I'll skip those, whatever. The Laos Demon Core build? True. I must build max range Lavos for optimal area control. I think that's what that's the vision I'm seeing in my mind's eye. Dude, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. What is killing the objective? Hello? Is my Ancient Healer Spectre gone? What the fuck happened there? Okay, well, that's suboptimal. That's suboptimal. I did not like that. I did not like that at all. Gonna spit out some more cold vials. Gonna try to stay mobile so I don't hit my own doodads, but... Oh, hi. You actually spawned. They massively reduce the amount of damage that mechs deal to objectives, but this is still potentially run-ending. Because he's standing on top of it with Storm Shroud. Hey, go away. Go away. Please? Please? Could you actually fuck off? Thank you, thank you. You know, I'm not trying to be mean, but I hate you and I hope you die. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Fuck that guy in particular, for real. Dude, I just gotta, like, I think at this point I might have to just abandon picking up clips, because I don't think I'll get enough to heal it again. I think I just have to make sure that I kill things that get too close. I don't think I got any additional options. The thing got smoked by whatever fucking, like, Anatomizer or Culverin was just laying into it. Not cool. No good. Okay. Am I gonna get to see my rewards? Hello?
Samples over here, if you please.
Okay, I guess I got literally one of every unique drop. Well, would you look at that? Nice, satisfying rainbow lineup. I only have an absurd amount of these. At least I got more reds. That's what matters. Is the last one. I mean, that's true, but you're also definitely closer to death if it's low.
Hope you're having a lovely day.
Hello, bird. My goat. Only have 15k. The traffic light lineup. Hello, Salios. A Caliban Prime. I quite like him. I guess I could do a bounty and the Netra cell. Knock that stuff out. We can play Foley, actually. Bird 369. Hey Lloyd, what's up?
My Albrecht did his best to prepare the stockroom.
That's crazy. EMC loadout. Yeah, my Dante is called Devil. I think no, Dante is Son of Sparta, and Uriel is called Devil May Cry. I think.
What we do resemble. Oh, I'll just pop up. Time to turn another page of Dante. Very good.
Cool. Anyways, nope. Sorry, top one.
I know.
Bomb.
It must have cost you to bring. All satisfactory, I trust.
Okay. Show us the fucking Valkyr Noble, the 50 or the 100 platinum joke.
How long someone has to live works for me.
What the fuck is this? Hold up, dude. This is chroma key Foley. Holy shit! You put her in front of a green screen. She's just like she's like a Rorschach shape. That's crazy. That's some high IQ fashion, actually. You chroma key her out of the scene, and you just see the Rorschach-looking shape left. Blubber goo. I mean, that's just kind of how Foley looks, though. She's the flubber. You might be right, actually.
I like it here. Lots of natural light.
I think this is where I wanted to get to.
What are you yapping about, homeboy?
Maybe everyone's here is a there someone else wants.
I'm trying to...
there is a here someone wants to leave.
Can't stand on Bird 3's head. Hold on. The voices are murmuring? Hold on. Could you repeat that, Bird? The voices were what? They were what? Anyways. Premieres aren't mirrors. It's like some kind of the murmur. Or even die. Fucking hell. The Spectralists are funny, but man, they are not well balanced. Kind of give her to Bird 3. I mean, I guess there is also Grendel. Welcome to Cool Kid. How do I say that?
Only one way out of the anchor hold. Use that terminal.
Congrats, individual who joined. Ace baby jail? This is real.
The Netracell is deep in this lab maze.
What?
Control of a few terminals. That'll help you zero in on them.
Orgasm. Oh, hell no. Yo ass tweaking, Jigsaw. Where'd he go? Okay, never mind. Goodbye. No, Joey. Kill everyone. Kill 7 billion Murmur. I'm sorry, that fucking image where it's just SpongeBob with a magic conch and it just says kill 7 billion people, it just lives in my head rent-free, I'm not even gonna lie. Dude, sometimes I dip my Zeraman child in tar and he scream loud as fuck. Look at him go. An E-Fry. I know there's I only have one slot. Honestly, they're both pretty useful. I mean, between the two, I personally think Zaku would be more useful, but I definitely would like pick the one that you think you'd vibe with more, I think, at the end of the day. I'd personally go for Zaku, but looks cool, not gonna lie. Induce psychosis alive. Look, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. My humor is just like a bunch, it's like a big collage of just niche internet references. There's really no joke. Okay, I guess we're going this way. I want to pick up some of the doodads. Where did the child... Oh, okay. I want to pick up some of the knickknacks. I need the standing if I'm going to cross the threshold to buy Bird Shard without having to do a bounty. Where is this guy taking me? You know, generally speaking, following children would probably get you beat up. So I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I guess I am getting beat up, so maybe this is actually more realistic than I give it credit for. Never mind. Like 9/11. True. I wish that I had some kind of speed buff for this little bitch. Hurry it up. Hurry it up. Oh, it's up here. It's another shrill? Shrill yourself, maybe. Fuck you. Is there anything in here? Oh, there is. A bellow. Blended. If I do another episode of Tile Set Secrets, it will probably be on the labs. Ooh, can I fit through this? No, I'm a cave diver. Come on, I'm a cave... Dude, please, I have a loving wife and 2 kids. Let me in. Let me through. Okay, we're good. Needs a buff after this. I mean, I wouldn't complain if it got one, honestly. It's a very niche ability, all things considered. The thing is, you can give it to anyone, where this is Foley exclusive, but I do think it makes Foley kind of like the de facto secret hunter with that stuff, which is a little unfortunate. Another shrill. Disturbing video about you there? Look, I've said it before. If I die in like a graphic fashion... Oh, also, there's a secret room up here. I think you have to hit the reactive crystal? Yep, there we go. This room is also in the simulacrum version of this for some reason. This little hidden area. It doesn't contain any crates, though. Anyways. An Eevee? True. Do Eevee and Bear count as my, like, adoptive children? I don't think that makes sense. Arms and legs? True. We had Hitler arms and legs. Evelyn, when are we getting another Cool Kid 369 video? That shit is peak brain rot. I sent that to my brother Hunter, and he was just like, what the fuck is happening in this video? And I think that I should inflict that on him more.
It's the metro cell. Open it. Security's freaking out. The metro cell doors...
Slash ESO tiles, yeah. It's same with, like, the elemental refinement room or the gas refinement room. You can still get Oxium from it. Anything funny since then? Fuck, that's true. Is Real Cool Kid gonna upload anything else? Real Cool Kid has been dormant for a while. It's kind of a bummer. I was sorting earlier. What the heck? The leap cycle. Do a 360 no scope. Honestly, imagine that's like a Vectis Incarnon perk. Fun fact, that is actually a real weapon in the game Synthetic Legion Rising. I don't know if anyone here has played Synthetic. Great fucking game, by the way. But in Synthetic, there is a sniper rifle that rewards you with bonus damage and accuracy if you spin your camera, or like your cursor, 360 degrees before shooting it. It's pretty cool. I don't remember if that gun's back in the sequel. Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna, like, start being more proactive. Character building feature. Tel Aviv impressed. I dipped the Murmur in tar. I'm just gonna eat the gold procs. I don't give a shit. We'll get there. Okay, he's dead now. Hex of Eve. 420 Snipe Dragon? Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's the name. Kind of black knife. How peculiar. But I'm going really slow, I'm not even gonna lie. Stream loud as fuck of that. There he is. Kill yourself! Oh, the orb does... Okay. He is unfazed by the orb. Devil Trigger, Subhuman, or Crimson Cloud. Honestly, I think that my favorite DMC song personally is probably, oh, fuck. Isn't it just called Devils Never Cry? It's the song at the end of DMC 3. I generally prefer DMC 5 to 3, but I do really like that song. Your war crimes. You don't have with Sight? Yeah, I have. Honestly, it's some pretty cool stuff. I'm mostly out playing fully just because I want to play her, but the speedruns look very, very interesting for this kind of thing. Six-pack stash. The fucking beer horde. He's scream loud as fuck. Dude, I just keep getting staggered. I'm not paying enough attention. I gotta lock in for real. What art gun do I have on? Mandanel. Mandanel Maniac? I don't remember what I had on this loadout. Dude, the Ink House is so rough. Have you not inked? There we go. Jesus. I stopped getting cold barrels? Dude, fuck it. We're going back to Archcraft. Rabbi around me? Oh, God. I just have no galvanized stacks at any given time because I'm killing shit with my abilities. I gotta start actually using the gun. My fault. Honestly, Philly doesn't even really need Vazarin. I just kind of have it for the hell of it. Maybe I should take some other focus tool. Fuck it, we're switching to the influence swap. I guess I say as I tie enemies up on balloons and they get sent up into the air. Inflates. Never mind, actually. Not completing that joke. Joke has been canceled. Joke has been canceled. Much like me in about 5 fucking seconds, I think. Not influence swap. What? Continue? Nope. Nope. Off limits. Off limits. Don't love Warframe inflation. That reminds me of when I was in a VC a long time ago in my server. And I was like, you know, this was back when Nintendo was taking down a bunch of like Nintendo OSTs off YouTube. And I was like, you know, that there is actually a subreddit for re-uploading all of those old soundtracks. You go to r/sounding, and someone in the chat fell for it. And I felt kind of bad because I thought the joke was going to be obvious. It wasn't. Without finishing? What, so you can finish Salios, you fucking weirdo? No, I'm not finishing the joke. Now I think you're invested for the wrong reason. Warframe Mesa inflation? Oh, hell nah. Someone called Darth Muffin. He's the expert. He's the expert on this topic. All things Warframe. I go to him for guidance. I'm literally right here. But are you an expert on the Warframe part of things? Man, look at that damage. Ow. The execution mechanic not work on mechs? That's really lame, considering that Araxia's does. Fuck it. I'm going to choose to not even respond to that. Oh, the Necromite just spawned. I wasn't paying attention. Void Armageddon build? Use Nightin Extract? Excalibur. Because of his Zato skin, he canonically just smokes a pipe. So Excalibur, for sure. Excalibur definitely abuses drugs. I mean, dude, look at the Excalibur Zatos. Like, one of his animation sets is literally the Fentlean. And Master Control, I don't... Look, at least it wasn't you that drew it. That's the important thing here. But, like... He's messed up. Where is it? Probably won't be out for a while. I think... Okay, people don't seem to realize that working on videos takes time. I don't just, like, snap my fingers and things are released, right? Like I said, the Guilty video took, like, 60 hours in total to make. These things take a lot of time. It's not as simple as me just sitting in the simulacrum talking like some YouTubers do, okay? I try to put effort into the things that I make. For Jade? Okay, that's actually fucking genius. Just Jade smoking? That goes hard as fuck. Brother, it's starting to rain. Real as fuck, Evelyn. Real as fuck. He's like the final colonist to make it to the Zeraman, and brother, the Earth is dying. Need to get Jade Tylenol into 1 million beers. I could probably find one of the 6-packs in Holvania. Dude, this Netracell's taking fucking forever. I am playing horribly. You have emoji ad terms? Oh god, what does that mean? Are you really trying? That's true, okay? That's true. Look, I hate to say this. I try to avoid clickbait because I hate seeing it personally. I feel like it's often an insult to my intelligence and my time when a video doesn't adequately explain in the title or thumbnail what it's actually about. I just hate that shit. But the problem is it fucking works. So I go out of my way to try and not be like that, and it shows. Gone, Warframe is here? That's true. You won't ever get pregnant, Golbagor? Fucking biblical greed from the Discord users. First, pregnant Roth got added, and now you guys want pregnant... Someone drew a fucking pregnant cool kid emoji. Biblical levels of fucking greed from you people. I swear to God. I might have to come back. Yes, pregnant Roth did get added. Damage ended my marriage. Angels of the Zeraman ruined my life. Where? What the fuck do you mean, where? Nitro, I'm gonna call you the word. I'm gonna call you the fucking word.
In. Grab and go. Can't wait to see what you got when you get back here.
Biblical levels of greed? No. Throw the sludge. Okay, that did not really do much. What is the word? What do you think the word is? Nitro is my boyfriend. When I say I'm going to call him the word, what do you think the word is? I can't say it on YouTube.
If you're happy, I'm happy.
Nitro. Fucking hell. Honey? Nope, not quite. Not quite. Fragor? Close enough. Close enough. We need to figure out this word. You know what? Just for you, Nitro, we'll check the pie room. We'll check the pie bush. That's what my partner calls me, too. Can't say horse on YouTube anymore. Nope. It's considered hate speech towards lesbians if you talk about horses. A red shard. Okay, we're making money today. We're making money today, gamers. Ooh, my parent sequence rep is full. Hold on. I must have leveled them up. Actually, wait. I'm stupid. I should buy the shard from Bird first. To ask for pregnant goal? Yes! Look, after Pregnant Cool Kid was drawn, all bets are off. All bets were removed from the table after that happened. The Thermian from Foley? Why would you want to take away her RPG? It's honestly not even that good, aside from Acolytes, I feel like. It's not bad, but...
Like 'em?
Why? What is this conversation? Damage out of the gate. Yeah, for 3 shots every 30 seconds. Like I said, I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's anything, like, so insane it should be removed. There was something I was gonna talk about after that mission was over, and I think I forgot. It's fine, it's fine. Rank up.
We must raise more capital.
I don't need to pay anything because I've already done all the syndicates.
Congratulations, Tenno, on your promotion.
Is there a message in the Alliance chat? Golfagor? True. Gonna major nerf. I don't agree with that at all, honestly. I don't even think Foley is that overpowered. She's really good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think that she is in, like, nerf territory. Not when characters like Noko exist. Tell me a recipe for Ostron Kabuchi. Shit your pants. Anyways, I think next would probably be ETA. I wonder what the Descendia reward is this week, actually.
Covered in blood.
It's an Omniforma blueprint. Mid? Oh, I can craft one, though. Welcome, Sci-Fi. Shat your pants? How does that work? I don't think you can do that. Fills your energy? Yeah, someone mentioned that earlier. Okay, I need to get up for a second. So, you all behave. I'll be back in like a minute. Don't you pull any bullshit. Okay, I'm back. I know that you were all good and that you all behaved. I know that everyone was being a good little stream viewer. Nitro, what's the word? How is this such a big mystery? How is such a big fucking mystery to you all? Are there any good buffs I should go for first?
Operator, Ordis is picking up a distress signal. Wait, no. It's just the corpus peddling their wares again.
I guess they're fine, but...
Emergency frequency.
New gimmick channel? Nitro word deliberation? I'm a minority. I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with the word flag. Dude, people are gonna clip this out of context, be like, cool kid's homophobic? Yes. Against specifically my boyfriend. I'm sorry. I gotta calm down. Okay, what's up, Kaya? Nitro's not a hag.
Stand by for
And Mirage is pretty good. So is Trinity, frankly. All of these kind of suck, but they're not, like, terrible. Limbo? I have Torrid. Okay, hold up. I'm not one of those gays. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Not the button I meant to press. A flag? Have you seen Monster House? That's true. Monster House was scary as fuck. Dude, fucking Embolist. I don't know. I haven't used this thing in forever. Nami Solo's quite good. We'll take that. That was Nami Skyla. Bump bump. Without abbreviated abilities after 10,000 years. Should probably also grab a Vortis leg. I'm homophobic against my boyfriend. Exactly. It's plausible deniability. People just don't get it. People just don't get it. Actually, let's do Voska Kavat. Incompetent bureaucrats. I guess, Evelyn. I guess. Where is, what the fuck is it called? Fly. Yeah, it's actually very good against Legocytes. Burgerfest fucking kinda sucks, honestly, but I don't really know. Actually, the cold one is pretty good. This is a Minerva mission, though. Where's the one where she spawns decoys? I could see that being helpful. Never think of what it's called. I kind of just use the same ones all the time, so I don't know the names of any of the ones that I don't normally use. Yeah, there we go. Too hot. Okay. And then Exterminate, I'll just do high score. That's the easy one. Sounds funny. That would be funny, I'm not gonna lie. That's what I do to, I just realized I loaded in and left on Vazarin, and I normally play with Zeneric.
If you harvest a Legocyte under the precise conditions outlined in my model,
You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna risk it. It's fine. We'll
something.
figure it out.
I don't know what, but I'll know
You
it
should
when I see
join
it.
him. That would be funny.
Does the Tekrot mourn its lost children?
Hey, Kalimos.
Let's go, Kalimos.
Cool Kalimos 369. I don't like reading. Hackerman, indeed. Man, that's another one of those videos that I wish did better. I really liked making the Mirage hacking video. It's such a fun topic, but that video, holy shit, did it perform bad. Do you watch Invincible? I do not. There's probably a Death Notes joke in there somewhere, but I'm just going to let that play out. We're just going to find out the hard way. Also, fun fact, Total Eclipse, if you have it, will affect your Mirage clones, so that's cool. Can I actually directly hit someone, please? Holy shit. There we go. You press numbers. I love Torrid! Ow, fuck. Nightmare frame! Nightmare frame! Nightmare frame! I just realized that this is like a fucked up old Torrid build. I forgot to actually check which one was in my primary slot. This is actually really bad. Gamers, I come bearing bad news. What the actual fuck was I cooking with this? Okay, hold on. No, now I gotta look. I don't use Torrid often. What is wrong with this thing? What did I do? What is wrong with you? What is on this? Hunter Munition. Do I not have a setup with, I would say, Corrosive and Blast? That would work better. It's Heavy Warfare? Shit, was Heavy Warfare on the first one? I wasn't paying attention. This is still not even, like, anything crazy, but it would work better.
We hope you can stick a
Wrong one.
Druid told you I'd make it.
Hold up.
Bellamere and Minerva are ready when
Shit,
you
yeah, it was Heavy Warfare. Whoops! It's fine. Check it out. Mandanel? I'm sorry, Mandanel. As much as I am a Mandanel maniac, I gotta... You know, let's do Larkspur, actually. That sounds fun. Okay.
Dude, the future rocks.
Boom.
Got a set of crisis events lined up for you. Make sure we get a gold star.
I think the E fixed something. What would that be, Sci-Fi? Did you guys see it? See what? Dude, every time I need to open OBS for a video, the chuddling just appears.
Every time a new Legasite gets created, I see a tiny temporal surge. Statistically significant. I'll know when I can spot a Peely Pix.
Here, hold on. We're
Get your
gonna...
equipment ready. The
Minerva,
Catman
shut
will
up.
Deal with the Legasite.
We're bringing Nitro on board. You are now officially on the air, horse. Now I can call you the word in front of everyone. Oh, wait, hold on. I think that your, yeah, your volume was still down from when you were on your phone. Okay, there we go. Everyone say hi to Nitro. He's gonna be hit with a metal rod. Live on air. You wonder why
I need to get one of those.
What the fuck? What the fuck happened? Okay.
You got into a fatal car accident on the M60.
Heartbreaking. Anyways, you wonder why I'm not in the partner program? This is why. Live domestic abuse. Gonna get hit by the Fragor Prime? Yes.
I mean, I wonder if you could rename the Fraggle Prime to the word
viral.
man.
Evelyn, please don't say that.
I mean, I'd say you might get banned, but then again, there is... Fun fact, chat,
Nitro.
the word actually exists as a person in Warframe right now.
Okay, so I don't know if this account still exists, but there was actually someone with the account that, like, an account that was just named the F slur. I don't know if they're still around because a long time ago now... What the fuck? Wow, I think we have to restart already. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, wait, hold up. Go, orb! Oh, that didn't do fucking anything.
Also, yeah, people have been banned for life. You can't name a dog Joe Biden, but the man can be called the F word.
So, there was an account whose name was just the F slur, but DE made a change a while back where you can't view someone's profile unless they're online. So, I don't know if his account still exists. But I'm not gonna lie.
And we don't know.
That shit was fucking hilarious. I was just going like /profile and then typing in various names to see if they existed. And I was like, I'm curious. And that guy's account was real. Send a friend request on stream.
Scott.
Honestly, I think I'm just gonna stick with
Legasite under the precise conditions outlined
with
in the
Vazarin
model.
for this.
We should see something. I don't know what, but I'll know it when I see it.
Thanks, Kaya. That's cool.
Does the Tekrot mourn its lost children?
Can we get a pregnant roll? No! What? Okay, hold on. You all want to see the type of bullshit I have to put up with? You all want to see the type of bullshit I have to put up with?
Oh no.
Dude, I fucking hate it here. I fucking hate it here. Hold on. Where is it? I know it's in here somewhere. Okay, there's so much dumb shit in this fucking chat. Yeah, this. You guys want to see the fucking bullshit I have to put up with on a day-to-day basis from this fucking community? That wasn't supposed to go in the stream stuff folder, but it's fine. You want to see the fucking bullshit I have to put up with, dude? I opened Grattler Gang a few days back, getting pinged multiple times because someone made this. Dude, I hate it here. I fucking hate it here. I really do. Unfucking believable, dude. Unfucking believable. This is where this...
What if the Lucy picture wasn't a dad bod? What if it was just...
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I give them pregnant Roth, and now they just keep taking. They just keep taking.
This is just like insert current world topic here.
They just keep taking. Nitro made it? It's a proposition? Not quite. Back in the day. Evelyn, what the fuck do you mean? What the fuck does that mean? That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. For real. I should probably focus more, because if I get, like, jumped by a, Actually, what if I just relied on, Nighttime Eclipse? Big loss in damage, but in exchange, I should be a lot harder for them to kill. So that's a big concern. Oh, is, It's Alive active? No? What the fuck is doing that? Oh, it's Parallel Evolution. If it ever happens? Hell no. This community is totally normal. Thank you, Cool Kid Inflation PNG. Dude, I saw the clip where fucking Suckmutt had Cool Kid Inflation PNG in his chat. That was so fucking funny. By showing it on stream? Oh, no, I know. But at this point, what more could they take from me, really? Someone made a pregnant Cool Kid. It is all fucking downhill from here, dog. There is nothing left for me. There is nothing left for me. Dude, I fucking hate Aqua Blades! What? Dude, what is the fucking vertical hitbox on that? Hello? I was in the next fucking county over and that reached me. Was it with Springtrap, though? Dude, I love randomly bringing up that the Springtrap pregnancy thing is canon in FNAF book. People will always just be like, what? For Cool Core 2? Oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. The Zootopia comic? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. The Zootopia abortion comic Arby's edit is one of the funniest things ever posted to the internet. And if you don't know what the fuck I just said, I envy you. Where is this motherfucker? Hold up, I'm calling in the gang. The Gratler gang, even. At least Call doesn't draw me in. So, you know, there's that. There's that. Now, his brothers, they might. I'm not really sure about them. The jury's still out on what's going on there. But Call himself wouldn't. Call himself wouldn't. He's an upstanding Grenier. Champion from Ball Knowledge. The what? Okay. No, do people here not know about the Zootopia abortion comic? Dude, this came out like fucking half a decade ago. It's been on the internet for a long time. But there's the edit of it where instead of arguing about the ethics of abortion, fucking Judy and Nick are arguing about whether or not Arby's is good. It's so fucking funny. To be honest, I'm thinking Arby's.
Arby's.
That the hardest ending line of any comic are the same one. Yeah, I think it's a 3-part series. And because I know in part 2, Judy becomes a lesbian, and then in part 3, she gets assassinated. I say that with air quotes. I think there was like a panel added later on that she lived or something, but it's pretty funny. Live on stream. You know, okay. That's like a stream donation goal. If we get enough donations, we read the fucking Zootopia abortion comic. Dude, the guy who made that is so, like, up his own ass about it. I feel like he'd probably copyright strike me. Just, like, genuinely. If he knew. Right? Something like that. The whole thing is a fucking mess. And the artist, like, jerks himself off about it being high art. It's so fucking stupid. Ow, what the? Fuck you. Parallel Evolution is scary. When, they get access to Aqua Blades. And the stupid fucking ground tentacles. You dug your own grave. The artist kind of good. Oh, the artist's talent is undeniable. It's just that the story is fucking terrible. That's the Salat good stuff. That shit is pee. What's so weird about it? Yep. Peak cinema. Peak cinema. Speaking of elite ball knowledge, does anyone here know about Peter Kane dog training and the Bigfoot molested me video?
Yes.
I'm gonna get banned from YouTube for even saying that. Dude, that series is so fucking funny. Oh my god. It's... No? You guys don't know about this? Some people seem to. Elite ball knowledge. Just look up... Oh, I'm gonna die. Peter Kane dog training Bigfoot. It's so fucking funny. The second one is way funnier than the first, but you kind of have to watch the first one to understand it. I watched, like, I was shown this in, like, high school. It's a guy, like, it's a comedy bit where he claims that he was out in the woods looking for his dog and, like, Bigfoot molested him. But he clarifies repeatedly it was a female Bigfoot and that he's not gay. This is very important to him to make clear. And then in the second episode, he goes on a rant about how he's worried that it took his hybrid child from him and that he's really upset because the sexual experience was mediocre. It's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny.
God, it's fucking peak.
What a good video. The best part is that, honestly, Peter Kane's acting is so good, it's hard to tell if he's joking. Cool kid, are you gay? I'm not gay, my boyfriend is.
Yeah, hi.
It is true, though, that I am homophobic because Monster House is scary as fuck. The Bigfoot fucks the kids? Literally.
Hive mind isn't happy with me, Kaya.
Hold on, I have to fix my stream thing. I'm about to get fried! I'm good. I'm good. He's flipping us off. It's pouring into my mind. That shit. Dude, there's so much dumb shit that I just, like, know about. The Wang Dolphin. Oh, the video about dolphinsex.com? Yeah, of course I've seen the Wang Dolphin video. I haven't watched Justin Wang's channel in a while, though. Not really sure what he's up to these days. Dude, the fucking dolphin video is insane. That shit I'm pretty sure got taken down.
For what?
Okay, I'll have to explain this to you. I cannot describe it on stream. It is way too graphic.
Oh, God.
Bigfoot is so girl boss? What does that mean? Then he drops the craziest lore for no reason. Honestly, I respect it. It's like my grandpa lost media. Oh, hell no. Is this the dolphin jelly thing? Actually, no. Kind of guy to just know stuff. See the real estate prices? He's like, yeah. Look, there's a lot of shit I don't know, okay? Like, if you ask me about, like, electrical engineering, dude, I don't fucking know. I don't know. But then, you know, I know things about stuff that's not important. That's the problem. All my knowledge about shit that's fucking stupid, like video games or internet lore. I don't think I like what I just read. Pardon. I don't really think I like what I just read. Want me to pick you up anything at the gym? Pick up the biggest dumbbell you can and lift it for me. That's what I want you to pick up. The Ice Chewer bulletin board. Yeah, from the Vine Sauce video. That's where I first heard about it, at least, was in one of Joel's Windows destructions. The Ice Chewer bulletin board. Dude, that place is also fucking heinous. What you know about electrical engineering? There's this thing called ohms. That's about it. Dude, there was a point where in Tower Unite, I just kidnapped a bunch of my friends and forced them to watch every single Windows destruction video in a row. You can learn from its writing. That's debatable. That's debatable. The only type of engineering I know anything about is network engineering, because I've studied to get my CCNA, which I still haven't done because it's expensive as fuck. But I like network engineering. That stuff is a very interesting topic. How do you pull a gay man? How did you pull gay men in a straight way? Okay, first of all, gay men, it's just Nitro. No other person would like me. Full stop. I think
Rimworld that one time.
What?
There was that one time in Rimworld you somehow pulled bit.
Okay. The RimWorld thing is not real life, thank you very much. You cannot continue to hold that over me. It wasn't... I don't want to establish this lore any further. Look, I duped one idiot into dating me. Fortunately, it was the cutest one I could have gotten, but that's besides the point.
Those results, but
Through a grout sponge?
okay, I know what to do next.
The homophobic joke was funny, you will be spared. Okay, that actually does go hard, I'm not gonna lie. Homophobic is pretty fucking
Raiding
funny.
Ethernet cables for aesthetics. Rose said cute enough.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie though, I think network engineering is fascinating. I love learning about how the internet works, it's so cool. I hate to say this, as much as I'm like a computer nerd, I fucking hate programming. I could never make it in computer science. I love learning about like how like data structures and like sorting algorithms and stuff work. You want me to write something? Fuck no. Nope, not doing that. Absolutely not. is cool, I guess. That's true. That's true. Woke engineering. Look, programming is one of those things where it's not like I don't understand it. I just don't think it's fun. Versus actually doing it meme personified. That's real. Like, if you like programming, power to you. It's a very valuable skill to have. Except for that the advent of AI is making companies lay people off. Dude, I have a cousin. Okay. This horrified me when my mom told me about this yesterday, actually. I didn't know this until recently. So, I have a cousin. He's actually, I think, the oldest cousin I have. He's, I don't know, probably in his mid-30s, maybe early 40s by now. He's a senior software developer. Like, he made enough money, his house has an indoor pool kind of thing. Very successful. He's been doing it since he was like 18. He's been in the industry forever. AI took his job. And hearing that made me question just how fucked job security really is. He was in the industry for like 20 fucking years. And he lost his job to AI. I'm actually horrified.
Oh.
I just realized it's competitive streak. Dude, I'm so fucked. Don't do that in confidence. I have to be very careful. It's Miasmite match, right? Yeah, okay. I didn't need to pull out the Larkspur again, so I don't really know why I did that. I have a cousin for everything. I say this as both. Leave Temple alone. This is all a big hate crime. It's because their pronouns are they, them. The Skuldra cannot handle they, them pussy. Hello, Mr. Cool Kid, welcome. Abnormal intelligence. Look, people don't come to my streams for a normal experience. Dude, fuck you. Disable energy orbs is, like, legitimately one of the most unfair things you can get. Because, fun fact, it doesn't just disable energy orbs. You can't gain energy, period. Same with disable health orbs, you can't heal. It's so stupid. I hate competitive streak, dude. This modifier is so ass. Part of the Skuldra confirmed. Yeah, fucking Nightmare Frame joins this mission on the side of Skuldra. How fucked up is that? Also, yeah, when you can't gain energy for a whole minute, by the way. A whole minute. And being disappointed in you? Well, that's not a mystery to anyone, Cool Mom. Okay, this is actually fucked. This is actually going really, really badly. I can't transfer into my operator.
Really? God,
what?
Why did Archimedia have to be so hard?
What? Half health. Half health, by the way. Temple was at half health. Temple was at half health. Unfortunate. Use your summons as if I didn't spawn like all of them at the very beginning. Drops PSF on death. Dude, I fucking hate that modifier so much. I wonder if that was because of one of the the fire bombs or something being dropped. Strikes again. Typically they don't target defense objectives anymore, but maybe we'll switch to a less draining activity.
Such as?
Well, we're figuring that out. Misgenders you on death. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. 2 days to finish. What was that white PNG flash? Your favorite skin?
Let's check what's next.
Probably Oberon's Blade of the Lotus skin. This skin goes hard. I quite like it. If I had to pick like one favorite skin, it is probably this one. Drawing in Foley's second. Trust me, y'all do not want to see that. Actually, I do need to do Descendia for the Dante title.
I can join you for that.
I mean, if you want to, you're welcome to. High Octane. The problem is I have no art talent, and so I don't want to bother with it.
Alright, yeah, shoot me an invite.
In his spawn transmission? Are you even in-game? Oh, you are, okay.
Yep.
Bump bump. Cool.
Who the fuck
You
is
sound like a
playing?
serial killer. That's the goal.
Could put Smite in Excalibur.
Why though? Why would you do that?
I don't know. I just said I could.
You could do a lot of things. Like shut the fuck up.
It's just like yes, I could do X. It's like what I know, but I could. Fuck it. Chat. What weapon? What primary?
Keep sort right now? Isn't like the sorting algorithm? I'm no expert. I don't think I'm qualified. I'm only qualified on like CCNA level networking topics in terms of actual useful knowledge and Warframe. Because I played this game way too much.
I said primary, chat. We don't have a stud carbine yet.
Do you have on your Dante? I think it's Fog of War. I'm very excited for Dante's Deluxe. I really love the, like, I like Dante's normal look quite a bit, but his Deluxe looks really sick.
Alright, they ain't helping. They ain't helping.
Nitro told me he wasn't one of those gays, and I have to wait for him to do his makeup or some gay shit every time we start a mission. I'm stuck here waiting on this motherfucker.
I'm just trying to pick what to eat, honey. Don't worry.
Trying to pick what fucking eyelashes you put on. You... Okay, I can't say the word on. Sorry, I almost said the word. I almost said the word. I'll have to control myself. Penta Nitro, do it?
I can do that.
Do you have Secura Penta? Hey, cool kid, guess
What's
what?
the melee in it?
I feel like if I say what, this is going to be a D's nuts joke. But you know what? I'll give it to you, Blueprint.
I don't have Carmine, but I have the Secura.
Carmen's the worst variant, honestly.
Tell that to his face. Tell that to his...
Rib. Self-control.
The Fragor incident.
Yes, Carl. Kick my core.
I don't have this right, by the way. It's because his boyfriend is Slur. That's true.
Slur endearing
Yes!
Lucy.
Dude, I love frictionless. This shit's so funny. Hell, dude, I can't make it up the fucking stairs! Please! This is such a good modifier. This is such a good modifier.
Does the stack have like measure?
I don't really know. Because Neja isn't friction, it's slide velocity. LARPing as my grandma. Yeah, dude, I have to activate my fucking life alert.
Oh, the first stage. Wait, the first stage of the Infernum is the destroy one? I smell farming potential.
Oh no, this isn't the farming node. The farming node is
yeah.
breaking crates. This is the one with the globes. Is he stupid? There's so many globes. There's so many orbs.
So many globals.
No more frictionless.
And I love the fucking, like, what's a globe? Like, globe.
It's cool. It is
from fucking that one subreddit that I found. I should have brought Smite. I knew it.
Can you not kill a Gruzzling?
No, I know, but it would have insta-killed them all.
DBT live on stream. We did have this discussion on a prior stream. What's the meta for BDSM? Shield gating or arcane persistence? What do you guys think? What's the BDSM meta? Also, honorable mention to Rolling Guard. Imagine you're trying to do... You're doing BDSM, but your partner has Mesmer skin, so you hit them and then fall asleep immediately. That'd be so fucked up. Adaptation.
Just fucking a full 8 hours sleep, they're just fucking stuck there. Or you just keep like micro sleeping while you...
Yeah, your partner is handcuffed, so you fall asleep, but they're just stuck.
Yeah.
Have you played Ultra Kill? Actually, I did a couple of Ultra Kill randomizer streams on this channel. I played quite a bit of Ultra Kill. Good time. During my sessions. Persistence of high recovery. Your default profile picture every new shot. That could be funny, I'm not gonna lie. I see the vision, I see the vision. Parasitic Link, though. Sentient pose. Plays Ultra Kill. Okay, look, if I say I'm not gay, playing Warframe is enough evidence that I'm lying. You don't have to bring Ultra Kill into this. I gotta recast because I have impetus stacks now. The cat involved? Evelyn, shut the fuck up. Never speak again.
Oh god, what'd she say?
It will not be repeated. It will not be repeated.
Oh my god, I just read it. We don't have one of those, do we?
Say it. Nope. I'm sorry, Evelyn. I'm sorry. I'm not repeating it. I'm not repeating it.
Look, we don't have a cat. I don't think Bear would enjoy it.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of both of you. That's what's about to happen.
That's fair.
King Dawson, is that you? Oh, hell no. Things were getting a little wild in Cool Kid's stream. The orb!
What could this even possibly represent?
Being burned to death, but it's okay. I'm a stoic.
Many such cases for our kind.
Oh, we got frictionless again. Splendid. I just got to abuse the high fire rate Noctua bug while it lasts. I have linked vitality on. Damn it! Fuck. I should have thought about that.
Well, no, that would only affect the dog in the other room if we used what's link vitality or so, like link.
I'm gonna mute you, Nitro. I just think you should know that.
Okay, fair.
Where is the dude? I'm struggling to follow the fucking thing. I'm so slow.
I can't see it either, but that's more accurate, so I guess that's fine.
My Dante's just like swimming through the air. I'm like the Nirvana baby right now. Fucking.
But you're naked? Let's go.
No. Nitro. Is the one streaming? Shut the fuck up. I hate all y'all motherfuckers. Is it homophobic to punch a gay guy if he's into it?
I mean...
That depends. Is the homophobia also part of the experience? Because if he's into that, then I would say yeah, probably. Okay, no pregnant Nitro emoji yet. Think. Don't extrapolate.
That one he thinks most, which is like the bottoms have unionized. They want less rights.
True.
They want more homophobia.
Truly a nightmare scenario for any polycule. The bottoms unionizing to demand less rights. Thank you for the 10, Icefire TV. Are you going to continue the tile set series for our baby? The fact that you're the top comment on that video is heartbreaking. I just want you to know that. But I do want to. I hate to say this, it didn't perform very well. Nothing I make performs well, honestly, anymore. But I want to do one on Albrecht's Labs at some point. I also want to do one on Earth. I think that would be a lot of fun. But oh, Blueprint is just streaming to kill my viewership. Damn it! I should have asked.
We should have let him join. That would have been the play.
Damn it! I'm gonna raid Blueprint stream.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna send SWAT officers to his house.
Okay, babe. I'm gonna be honest. It did not sound like
I said raid. I said raid.
I know that. It just sounded. I'm just gonna quickly. That sounded very, very bad.
No. Shut the fuck up. Nightmares it is. Hey everyone, Cool Kid here. I'm putting filters in the purifier.
I'm putting things in the purifier. Cool Kid like changing his fucking like fridge, just like fucking filter or some shit.
My furnace filter. And I probably should check that now that I say it, but the furnace is out on the, it's in the closet on the fucking deck, and I don't like going out there. That's the, outside is the wasp domain, okay? We don't go out there. Huh?
Have they still not cleared it?
No. Outside is the realm of wasps. Oh, the chat froze for a second. Okay, I think the chat is back now. That's going in.
The wasp were DDoSing us for a second there.
The serum is expertly put together. I get why you're homophobic now. Damn, that's brutal.
You know, I do that to people apparently.
Damn, I was really hoping that would be one of the ones where we would start riding the horses.
I feel we have strayed into Earth's adolescence.
They're here.
You must stay away from them. You know, I think Warframe players would struggle a lot less with staying away from the Luminous if it turned, like, they made them very obviously female. Because, like, Warframe players are pretty good at running from women.
if they didn't make them look like children.
Jesus Christ. You Warframe players struggle to run away from the Luminous because they look like children? Jesus fuck. Minecraft YouTubers cannot make it into the Warframe space.
I mean, no, you haven't made a Minecraft video, but I get, well...
No, I have not made anything Minecraft, okay? Shut up. The joke does not apply to me. The joke does not apply to me.
That's valid. One of them couldn't get into the game.
You think a Luminous would be crunchy or soft? What?
Depends on what modifier they are. I wonder if that's how they describe race in this universe. Like, what modifier are you?
That's fucked up, that your friends won't let you kiss them goodnight. What kind of friend does not let another homie kiss them goodnight?
Here, I might
That's dark. I'm Murray.
Of the
Technically a Minecraft YouTuber. It's always the Minecraft YouTubers.
What we got? Rolling Source 200 shields. Or regenerate 10 energy and 50 health per second. Both of these can be used in the bed.
Honestly, I think in this case it'd probably be Angelic Foam is better because I have the Overguard generation, but...
I just realized the Rolling Guard one would be great because that restores your shield gate as well, so you can use both.
It would be funny, I promise. Okay, Blueprint, okay. Fayrot's utterances. We do need more Evelyn utterances, honestly. We need more of those. That shit was fire. Throw hands with the Limitus. Playground violence type beef. Dude, I just love going blind when I shoot things in this game.
It's an X. I genuinely, I said that as a joke. I really should have brought Smite. There are so many fucking X's.
Much like my wife. Dude, when I made that joke of it's abusable much like my wife, and then I had the text on screen. I've ranted about this before, but I'm just gonna do it again. I had the text on screen that was like, don't worry, my wife, male, is into it. Some guy left a lengthy comment ranting about how I was normalizing, like, not caring about men's struggles in society, and it's like, dude... You don't have to find the joke funny. That's your prerogative. But what the fuck are you saying? We're on another level of putting words into my mouth with that one. That's fucking crazy.
This is normalizing men's struggle. It's normalizing my struggle of needing less right.
Okay, let's not use the term "my struggle." There's a particular work that is associated with that. And I don't really want to. I don't want to be associated with that. Anyway, best way to get Archon shards, it's probably like the Archimedias and Netra cells, honestly. Then of course there's the free one, or the one you can buy from Bird and whatnot each week, and the Archon Hunt as well. I can't believe you hate men. You know, that's basically what they were on your channel. What the fuck? Thank you for the additional 10 ice fires. If CK was ever put in the Dark Refractory, it would just be him forced to go through each layer of a new 4-hour iceberg video. Someday, thank you. Some people, you need to calm down. You're gonna give me too much money.
Like I said, jump scare.
But I have considered making another iceberg, but I just feel like I just don't think I'd find it fun again, honestly. The first one took so much time to make. As well, yeah, if there's a shard in the calendar, then it's worth it. Where is the Legosite? Oh.
I don't know, I'm just...
You're just blasting?
Yeah. He's in here somewhere, just started swinging.
I love him.
Just started slugging, as they would say.
Dude, I actually have lost a decent amount. I've lost like 20 viewers. This is Blueprint's fault!
Unironically, it probably is.
This is Blueprint's fault. Damn it! Of pregnancy? Don't fucking say that. What, is the Roth boss fight me giving birth? What the fuck are you talking about, dog?
I may be to blame for this one.
Mimic? Why are Mimic's names in all caps? That's always bothered me.
Because this I don't know, it's a secret.
I don't understand.
I'll accept the middle fight now.
For you to continue it, yeah. Okay, I will say that, like, with the performance of my recent videos, I think the simple truth of the matter is YouTube cannot be my job for much longer. I'm trying to work on, like, pursuing some certifications to try and get back into the technology industry. I gave the YouTube thing an honest shot, but, like, I feel like things have been almost paradoxical. The more work I've put in, the worse the returns have been, generally speaking. And it's come to the point where it's like, in another couple of months, this is going to be totally unsustainable at this rate. So, I don't think it's going to last. I don't think I'm going to have this full time for much longer, honestly. My current thought process is just kind of release things and then jump ship when I have the opportunity, when I have like a more serious thing lined up. I don't know. I admittedly kind of had a bit of an existential crisis about it after the release of the Guilty video and how bad it did, where I thought to myself, like, I turned 24 in February, and like, this is what I'm doing for a living? It just feels like, I guess I just feel like I'm not really doing anything meaningful, especially with how, like, poorly my content's been for performing. Oh, it's a Zelvator.
The zappy sounds are still going on. I'm still getting zapped from up there. What?
It really just seems like the type of content I make just doesn't have much demand. And on top of that, it just, I don't know, at the end of the day, spending so much of my time learning things about a video game just doesn't really feel that meaningful. So I think that, like, the truth of the matter, what you want to do, most people have, like, at my age, have finished college and have started their career, dog. I'm over here, I didn't even bother going to college, because my brother Hunter went, and he's never used his degree. He told me that he didn't think it was worth it, and honestly, after what he went through, I think I'm inclined to agree with him, but I think that, like, if I'm to take on, like, a full-time job, then I'll be honest, my plan would just be to finish the Astronomy of Warframe. If I'm not financially reliant on this anymore, I'd probably just do that. But the thing is, if I was to jump ship from YouTube in terms of it being my career, you guys would get a video, like, maybe 3 times a year. I don't think I would be able to upload nearly as often.
That's true, though.
Because my income from YouTube has been going down month over month, despite the fact that I've been releasing more content more regularly. It's just, like, that it's kind of paradoxical, but the ship is sinking. This channel is dying. And I think that the unfortunate reality is that, like, there's no making it work. At this point, if this hasn't worked, there's no making it work. So my plan is to save up enough money to get certified and jump ship if I can. Watch the views skyrocket. That doesn't work for Shiro, even. Like, in general. There is something going on with the algorithm, but that's not the only thing that's been hurting my channel, to be honest. Viewer engagement has just been down across the board, generally. For example, I think you can still find a meaning in what you do. Like I said, I want to be a network engineer, and I think that's something that would be a very fun job.
I am still getting zapped by the stasis mines.
Lamau.
The sound, it doesn't stop.
But yeah, that's YouTube as a hobby. I would be jump ship from YouTube as my job. I would still do YouTube as a hobby, but I would not upload nearly as often. I just wouldn't have the time for it. Also, people keep telling me to start a Patreon. I have YouTube memberships. It's functionally the same thing. I feel like people constantly, like, push to me, like, well, you should just start a Patreon. Like, I kind of already have that infrastructure.
I think at that point, just charge more for it is what they intend to mean.
So, I don't think that'll fix anything. That, and I think you have to have a very large or extremely dedicated audience to maintain yourself solely through donations, and I just don't have an audience like that. Like, I do have dedicated viewers, don't get me wrong, but not enough that it would be able to offset that kind of thing. Absolutely.
However, if every school could donate $1 every time they...
But, yeah, like I said, my current thought process is, you know, keep doing YouTube full-time for as long as it's my only real prospect, and then hopefully get my foot in the door with, like, an actual career and revert to doing YouTube as a hobby again. Because I don't really, I don't know. I don't really think that there's much more with this for me. Like I said, it's just not sustainable at this point. The amount of money I have, like, that I lose in taxes alone is fucking insane.
That is fucking rough, though.
start making build videos. I mean, I kind of already have one in the Sobek video, but honestly, no. I refuse to become like every other Warframe YouTuber. I do not want to sell myself out in that sense. To be a bit more expensive. I want them to be accessible. If people want to give me more, that's up to them. Honestly, though, I massively fucked up not making it $3, $6, and $9. That would have been funny.
It is not what
I mean, you can still do that.
I mean, no, I can't, because then I have to delete the existing membership rules. You can't edit the price of them. You have to completely delete them.
Huh, I guess you can retire them.
Which is, nothing, bruv. I don't control the regional pricing. The Brazilian pricing is out of my hands. That's why there's the Turkish meta. Turkish people pay, like, fucking $3 for 50 gift memberships. I have no control over that. And go study. I already spent them. Okay, now people are, like, backseat gaming my actual real life. What do you think I spent this morning doing? After this, stream is finished, I have to take some notes for my next video, but... when it comes to the YouTube thing, like I said, I don't think we're making it with this. So, on the bright side, like I said, if this is to become a hobby for me again as opposed to my job, I'll be able to focus a lot more on videos that don't do well, but that I personally find interesting. Like the tile set secrets and the astronomy series and stuff like that. But my upload schedule would be much, much worse. In Corpus Dead? True. There is stuff you can do. 8 builds of dubious qualities like Ignis Keys thing. I wouldn't want to try and like style jack him. I don't really think that that would be fair to him. There are some topics that I think might do well in terms of like viewership, but like I do want to do the abandoned Warframe event lore at some point, but for any creator, there are some that can make a sustainable living off of it, but and I'd never succeed as a variety creator. I am not funny enough.
I mean,
that would not work.
All the other variety streams have performed well in donations at the very least.
That's because there are people that are personally invested in those games that specifically were paying me to keep playing them. It is legitimately like, Idan was the main one in that regard, honestly.
I mean, he has so much money now, Platinum, it wouldn't be a problem to just...
So here's the thing with that. Like, I have thought about making videos on other games. A video I really want to make one day is one about Metroid Prime Trilogy, because it's my favorite game, and I'd love to do a video talking about it. So, I'm gonna be honest. I think that when Metroid Prime 4 came out, Prime Trilogy retrospectives, like, were a thing for a while. I don't really know if there's even a niche for that anymore. So many people have already made them. But the thing with other games, like, Sab talked with me about this once. Warframe content creators basically cannot escape the Warframe niche. It is almost impossible. And the stat that Sab showed me was that it was like, when it comes to the Warframe category on Twitch, like, I think it was somewhere between 70 and 80% of the viewers watched no other category. Like, people who watch Warframe content just want to watch Warframe on average. So breaking out of the niche is extremely difficult. Even very big content creators like Brozyme pull in pennies when it comes to their viewer counts on things that are not Warframe. The Warframe community at large simply doesn't care. And I know that there are people on my streams that will say, like, well, no, Cool Kid, we're here for you. Yeah, you might be, but hi, Leon. I like how he just feels the need to get really close. Anyways,
there we go.
The overwhelming majority of people who view things on YouTube are there for what you're doing, not who you are. And very few YouTubers can escape that. Like, I mean, even just aside from the performance of my own things that are non-Warframe, only 10% of my viewers have ever watched a stream. Now, not regularly watch this, have watched one, period. Only 10% of my viewers have ever watched a stream. So, you have to keep that kind of thing in mind. Like, the vast majority of my viewers are not dedicated enough to even watch this stuff, and that's fine. If they don't want to, that's okay. I'm not saying that they, that they need to, but it's to put into perspective that, like, some people might be, you know, willing or dedicated enough to watch things that are more different. The vast majority of people are not. That's just kind of the reality of things. Are fake fans? Perhaps. At all before today. You know, fair enough. Yeah, when it comes to, it's 7 a.m. I mean, for me, it's almost 9:30, but okay. Doesn't match. I've been trying to mix up my stream timing more to give people more opportunities to see them. Just shat myself. Blended. Hi, Nitro's boyfriend. It could be interesting. I actually did stream Risk of Rain 2 once. I actually had one of the Starstorm developers. Apparently, they've been watching my channel for a long time, so that was cool.
You can become a Rain tuber.
No.
A stream tuber.
I think also when it comes to Warframe, people ask about like making non-Warframe content. I'm perfectly happy making Warframe content. The subject matter isn't the problem for me. I play this game all the fucking time. I know way too much about it, and I like talking about it. Like, that's not part of the problem. Warframe's content creation scene is just a fickle thing. And I will say as well, like, my streams are a for fun kind of thing, too, right? I don't run ads on my streams because I feel like they're way too disruptive for the experience to still be enjoyable. So, generally speaking, I avoid it. I actually just realized, have I done Dante's already? I don't actually know. I might already have the title, and I think I may have forgotten. I think I was supposed to do this with Harrow and Wisp. It's fine. Maybe I have Wisp. I might only need Harrows. I have no clue. I can just get that on my own time if I need it still, though. Not a huge deal.
Holy shit, Screamer. After that, it's
Cortisol spike.
I even fell off the map and it's still not stopping the shocking thing from like the first.
I can never watch them. Yeah, listen, I try to vary up my timings, just to let more people watch from different time zones. Getting into the FNAF sphere, dude. The FNAF sphere is way too oversaturated, dude. I don't think that would ever work. I also I don't really feel like there's any, like, passion for me there in terms of, like, the franchise. Like, I grew up on the first 3 FNAF games, but as a kid, I kind of lost interest after that. So, I put a video slandering you in your Discord. I like that. I hope you don't mind. Hold on. Now I gotta... Where did you post this? Hold on. Is there any stuff you've made? We need to cancel Cool Kid. Hold on. What is this? Dude, the game is so fucking loud. Hold on. I have to open this shit real quick.
We went to town to make a new...
Cool Kid, are you gay? I'm not gay. But I am homophobic because gay is scary as fuck. Give you a hint. It rhymes with the word Cool Kid's homophobic? Yes. I'm not one of those gays.
You've got to show this.
I try to avoid gays because I hate seeing it personally. I feel like it's often an insult to my intelligence and my time. I just hate that shit. So I go out of my way to try and not be like that, and it shows. I mean, I guess I am following children out in the woods for this little bitch. Fuck you. Okay, hold on. His writing is this fire? Holy fuck, I was not ready for I'm following little kids in the woods. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, hold up. This has to get pinned immediately.
You have to show this shit like once this fucking pot's over.
That was fucking hilarious. Yo, the audio's all that's really relevant. It was just cut up audio of me talking on stream. Holy shit. Holy fuck. I was not ready for that. Oh, it's Head Stompers.
I've got to fucking my name. I can't like this anymore.
That's true. I am gonna get canceled. Bonk. Oh, and they dropped the power cell. Someone that was like a YouTube poop. Let's be real here. Is it true you're actually a swarm of bees? Bees nuts. I got 'em. Can I please have power cells in this fucking godforsaken mission? Hi there. Bonk. Cool. I needed to confuse saying gay. I respect that, honestly. That's some 4D chess. 4D's nuts in your mouth? I don't know. It's in there somewhere. Just like these nuts, which are in your mouth. Sorry. We can finally be beat. Probably, yeah, the video is just in stuff you've made in Rattler Gang. That reminds me of when Sabuchi sent me this dumb shit post image that just like had the text on it, "I hate lesbians" or something. That's gonna get clipped out of context. And Sab jokingly said, like, you know, delete that. And, or no, sorry, he said like a wrong person of, you know, do not redeem. So I jokingly quote unquote canceled him with his permission by showing that DM. And Sab posted it to Twitter on his alt account. People didn't know it was Sab's alt account and were celebrating his cancellation. Miserable Twitter motherfuckers have to be the lowest IQ people on the planet. Being net positive. That depends. If I start grifting, then maybe. If I start grifting, we can get there. Multi-million Netflix special.
Rift store.
Or Sab. I don't think Sab really gives a shit, to be honest. Sab is a stoic, as it were. No, I think that shit was funny. People on Twitter have no sense of humor, and it shows. On Redbubble, what? There will be no Cool Kid pregnancy t-shirts. I don't know why I said that like in the cadence of Obama.
No
My
merch.
fellow Americans, there will be no Cool Kid pregnancy t-shirts.
How about mugs?
No.
Damn it.
No stickers, no nothing. No pregnant Cool Kid merch is planned for the year 2026. It's pronounced Stoneway. About 2027? That's up in the air. That's up in the air. No, he's just fucking outraged. This information is why I'm actually gonna get canceled.
Holy shit, this is the Nick
Go my
modifier.
birds. How dare you?
Games once, long ago.
Why not? I think that should be obvious. I really do. No freaking Cool Kids. A man's hope will never die. The AI summary? Oh no, the AI summary is gone. I found out there's an option to turn it off, and I turned it off. I know that it was occasionally funny, but I fucking hate that feature. So I just got rid of it. Same with the stupid chat ranking system. Yeah, I turned that shit off. Why? Because I thought it was annoying. Fuck the AI summary. All my homies hate the AI summary. The only funny thing in the streams? Wow, fuck you, Bayrot. Random chatter here, welcome. More human slop. That's what I post. We're increasing the president's J's. You know, that doesn't surprise me. User Leo, why would you type that? That's the type of shit that fucking God would not get out of me. If me getting into heaven was contingent on me confessing that to St. Peter, I would go to hell. Unbelievable. Also, if you've leveled Uriel, I believe his Prex card is somewhere over here. If you have him mastered, you can find it on the floor somewhere.
I don't have the shit to build Uriel yet, so I have to play more of the war, and I was worn out after getting my first fucking whatchamacallits Tower on Strike because, oh my god.
Ability to comprehend. Would you go to hell willingly? Probably. Look, I, have a boyfriend as a man. I'm already going to hell. Like, that's non-negotiable. That's been determined already. Sorry, I'm zoning out at the moment. I'll check back in a briefly. Dude, I feel like I only ever get this attack whenever I do Roast. It's always, Brimstone, which is kind of cringe. In the tech support chat, heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. You like men? Jesus had a boyfriend, though? Dead, damn. Vinquibus Blueprint. That's crazy. I got 4 Arcane Persistence. That shit is kind of hard. Honestly, I agree. Judas was his boyfriend. Isn't the Bible doomed Yowie? I think you took the wrong thing away from the Bible. I'm just gonna be honest. I do not think that's what happened. Oh yeah, I forgot to show this. I said I was gonna show it way earlier. Hold up. Hold on. I got sent this when I started the stream and just totally forgot about it. I was sent this with the text "new reaction image just dropped," and I was sent this, and then for reference, they then sent me this. No, I don't want to open it. They sent me this. So this is what we're working with. I see the vision. Honestly, I see the vision. What the fuck's so real? Shit, what do we do now? This is titled Operation Atrafentum. Maybe I should actually be doing the operation.
I need to sell something. What the fuck can I sell?
About 3 hours. Taking my leave, though, Sia. Damn it, Cool Kid Inflation PNG gets away again.
It's going down, kids. Cool kids.
Blocked. Also, I didn't get the title. I think I already have it. Whoops. I have questions I don't want answered.
Operator, are you enjoying the view?
What even is that Atrafentum operation? What do you do in it? Oh, it's just nightmare missions?
Nightmare missions or the Foley mission.
I haven't done any other Foley missions yet, so...
I'm not sure who I should play. The servers go online. I'm not sure if you mean offline or as in like the game finally leaves beta. I'm gonna pick Caliban. Look at Blue's stream. What's happening on Blueprint's stream? What do you mean? Hold on. What the fuck is happening? Oh, Blueprint's doing the guilty. I think they're on their Ember run. I was stolen from Cool Kid 369. Dude, fucking Cool Kid Inflation PNG is here? I'm being flaked on by all my day ones. This is so fucked up.
Damn.
This is so fucked up. Well, Blueprint got the Ember Glyph, it looks like, though, so congrats to him for that. I wonder if my guide helped Blueprint with this. I hope it did. Fucked by your own inflation? What? Don't say that. Don't fucking say that. Don't speak. Don't speak ever again, thank you. You know what? Fuck it. Nightmare Assassinate against Vor. Which way, Western man? Well, the Nightmare Ribbons you can get from the Folly mission is up to 12 if you find the 3 pickups, but I like the Nightmare missions for the variety, honestly. I think it's just fun to go through all these different mission types. I think once the stream hits like 3 hours, I might get back to working on the next video. I think it's probably going to be analyzing the Anarchs. That's my current thought process. Isn't it 13?
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected.
I think you guys are right. I think I messed. I think it is 13.
What's 13?
The amount of currency you get. I think I said 12. I think it's 13. I think I fucked up.
I should. It's like 13. What's that? The age of the child you followed through the forest?
Nitro, don't talk ever again.
I'm just referencing the lines.
I'm gonna hit the button for the shot caller. Could you get over by the fucking door, please?
I'm trying.
I swear to God. I'll kill myself. I could. Nah, I gotta get to work. The last video was a major flop. We gotta get back on the grind so I can have food to pay my bills. Very important, very important. Next up is slop content. I'm gonna be making a video called Warframe, the woke problem, and it's gonna be about how Warframe is too woke.
DE still doesn't understand what's it.
DE doesn't understand homosexuals. Cool Hassan shocking his dog. Oh. Okay.
Huh?
They got him. Rattle him, gang. DE doesn't understand sex. I'm just going through it. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. This isn't Super Boss 4. I don't get teleported backwards.
Oh, I haven't gone to this parkour section yet.
Get AGGP for that video? Oh hell no.
We're destined for this moment to know.
My next pound dead. I think the next video will probably be, dude, he's just getting fucking fried. This is actually abysmal. Kill him! Jump him!
Fuck, you dodged.
Pronus.
Finally, Captain Vor is no longer a threat to the origin system.
The gayest lava is what you've ever seen. Is Warframe woke enough? Conquering the woke?
Stay focused.
You're set for life. Nightmare frame moments. New Woka? Oh hell no.
Oh, does the tram not work? Does the tram work on this part of the map? Or?
I don't think so. You're thinking of Ceres. I believe that's
Yeah, I
the
know
working
that's
train.
fucking like the Ceres one, but I swear this one had like a fucking like mono top rail system that we could use.
I have some normal, or I have normal opinions about the queer
bypass here,
community.
Wait, is it?
The woke left saying goodbye.
It is. It's working. It's working.
Weird and obscure.
Babe, it actually works. I saw the tram. It actually, the buttons work again. Alright, now to the
your
objective.
woke takes. Dude, the hot take videos take way more effort than you'd think. For how fucking slop they are, it still takes me like 10 hours to make one. So much time has to go into editing the audio. It's such a pain in the ass. I hate it so much. It's so annoying.
They won't be bothering us anymore.
At that point, stream.
Streams don't make much either.
You know, shit.
For shipping the wrong people. Do you guys think do you guys think the Arbiters of Hexus are homophobic? They give me that vibe, honestly. I think they would be homophobic. Personally. I feel like Red Veil is probably homophobic too, honestly. I feel like Steel Meridian isn't homophobic on purpose, but they're like boomers almost, and that they don't get it. Like, they try to be considerate, but they, it's a struggle for them, right? Is homophobic gay? Loka? New Loka is definitely homophobic. I think that, like, New Loka looks like they're, like, the hippie type, right? But then you find out they're actually just, like, the Nazis. So... But Cressatal is gay? Jupiter Sabotage. They're straight phobic? The Warframe Syndicate homophobia tier list? What was the modifier? Because if it's no shields, I'm gonna fucking die. Let's play Daggeth. Why not? That Samaris is racist. That's true. Just collaborators. I see the vision. Red Veil's more like sex-phobic. They're Mormon? Okay, hold up. We're making some serious revelations about the lore right now. Why talk about homophobia? We're trying to find out who the most homophobic Warframe syndicate is. Oh, hey, it's the new Jupiter skybox. Huh. Dude, I just realized that ship in the background was fucking colossal. What?
Yeah.
Hold on. Do we have a window? Do we have a window?
Start by removing the coolant cells. My intel
Over here, I guess, but...
Because there's this new... The colors are still wrong. This new skybox. Where's a window to let me see the ship? That thing is so large, it's unrealistic. Which is also what I think when I watch more. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That'll get clipped out of context. What's that supposed to mean?
I think you know what it means, but, like, never mind.
That is true. I just hit up Nitro and I'm like, hey, take off your pants. Out. But fiscally conservative. Because Lloyd is literally gay. We also know, Tagfur is gay because he wants the fish in that one cutscene.
But he's at the very least bi, if not gay.
On Nitro's life, we all have huge ones. Why are you putting Nitro's life on the line for this?
I'm already dead, dumbass.
Gay moaning, every pony, Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Is it gay to want the fish? Nitro, shut the fuck up.
Fuel cell reinserted. When the reactor is restarted, this will trigger a meltdown.
Bringing raw Cooperodon milk. The fucking new Loka is just fucking run by RFK Jr. Is that what I'm hearing here? Is it gay to want the fish gaily? That's a good question. You clarified gaily, but I'm still not really sure. Heavy reaction cam. It does go hard. Is it gay to fish? If you watch femboy fishing, you're gay. Dude, look at that. Dude, why are the colors so wrong? The whole thing has got like the Breaking Bad Mexico filter. Also, these moons are all just copy-paste of each other. They're not... Like, Jupiter has a lot of moons, but they're not all that circular. Or spherical, I guess, is the term.
Isn't that just Jupiter's shtick that they just copy-pasted the moon like a million times?
That's more Saturn's gimmick. I don't know what that moon even... Dude, you can see the... Hold on. I'm fucking tweaking out over this again. You can see the stars in the shadow of the moon again. Did someone take a bite out of it, motherfucker?
Oh,
Why does it look like that? I hate it here. I hate it here. What is wrong with this skybox, dude? It's cool, but what is wrong with this skybox?
I have to go to the Grand and Void in Nightmare mode.
Supposed to be Europa? I've got no fucking idea. That's just my house. I have the lights turned on. How big is your fucking house, Evelyn? They just turned the transparency down on part of it. Hello, Big Floppa 2.
Mission complete.
That's a moon mega base. That's what happened to the Nazis. They built a base on the moon. They're still up there, by the way. I'm just saying. They're on Europa. That's the reason that, like, they suppressed information about the European hookmouth. So, you know, the leak also showed that there was a Nazi base on Europa in the shape of a swastika, which was a little on the nose, all things considered. I don't know why they did that, but... some kind of iron sky to keep them out.
Iron Sky.
We went there to kill zombies. That's true. There is also the Europa base in Infinite Warfare's zombies. I guess it's not necessarily Europa, but Beast from Beyond sucks, by the way. I'm sorry. That map is low-key ass. Cool idea. Terrible execution. Remove Shaolin zombies from the game, please. $1,000 trips to Best for Relay? Kinda sus. Who's Jane? Why do they want to peg me? At least someone wants to peg you. Be grateful. Is Rave. I actually think that Zombies in Spaceland is a lot of fun, too. I like both Zombies in Spaceland and Rave. I wanted to like Shaolin Shuffle, but dude, it's... why is Slappy Taffy not on that map? What motherfucker made that design decision? Shaolin Shuffle is fun until the katana stops one-shotting, and then you just have to close the game. And then, honestly, Attack of the Radioactive Thing and Beast from Beyond just suck. Just saying things. These are all real, okay? I'm not lying. I was hungry? Damn it. Alright, I'm fucking off. This mission is over. It's over.
Best thing to come out of our fucking Lethal Company runs.
Yeah, it was just Nick saying it's over, and then dying, and nobody knew if he was dead or not because they didn't understand what he meant when he said that.
Quicksand, we couldn't find the body. We couldn't.
He won't respond. Grim. That is a neat idea, though. In the event, I mean, aside from all the cosmetic stuff, it's just the universal medallions and the Phosphor, unfortunately. Saying Sloppy Toppy. Slappy Taffy was one of the Infinite Warfare candies, the perk candies.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Liking Whispers. You submitted an application to DE. Is like without your qualifications that you wanted to put lesbians in the game? Honestly, I think they'd hire you, low key. Evelyn, release your horses on this man? What the fuck?
What, is Evelyn the horse girl? Or?
I haven't crafted her. Grim. I think I'm probably going to start winding down the stream. I said I would probably pull the plug in about 3 hours. Basically a lesbian-less game. Nobody knows about Varzia. Heartbreaking. Purpose arm cannon. One can hope. I take that back. Nope. Nope. Hey, Evelyn, guess what? Guess what? I don't think it actually worked. It says that I pinned the message, but it's not... Hold on. There we go. There it is. There you go. No. More space lesbians. The optimal cool kit update. Get rid of it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. After 6. Echoes of the Woke. I'm sorry, dear. I'm going to leave the squawk, so we have to go to the Morba Zone. Unless people want us to go there together and have graphic gay sex live on stream.
Type shit.
Imagine, this is what I have to deal with. Imagine you're trying to, like, you know, be seductive, and then your boyfriend just replies to your advances by saying type shit. What the fuck?
It wasn't a no.
Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. My fucking Zoomer lingo boyfriend. In a tier list. Where is the poll? Yeah, this will be our lurker moment. If you've just been hanging out in the chat, you know, haven't been saying much, or even if you have, can I get a hi, Wally? It's always good to let Wally know that we appreciate him. Also, funny thing, people keep asking me why I have become a white. I think people forgot that every April I do the Easter Bunny cosplay profile picture. People are like, why is it Caucasian Cool Kid? It's because I'm Jesus' fursona this month. Why are you white.mp3? They whitewashed Cool Kid? Implying Jesus was white? I mean, his persona is. Jesus probably wasn't, but...
Operator, the sentients are not laughing.
Now that you're a diversity hire.
Did they...
Hi, Wally. Why are you censoring Wally? That's fucked up. That summons an ethereal horse. True. Is Wally gay? Yes. I don't know if... Okay, yeah, Wally is here. Wally is gay. This is actually canon. I have a bunch of bullshit in my... Sorry, I still had my, thing open. A little guy. But, I mean, we have the horse. I feel like that's more fitting. Is it gay to want Wally gaily?
You could ask him.
Does Wally have a gender? Yes. Strangled Orkin to death. That's called subversion of expectations or whatever the fuck. Is it gay to fuck a dude straightly? No, you said straightly. They just float there? Damn. He's so hot. This is what... just relinquish your morals. What's knee talk? I don't actually think I bought the statue from her, or for her yet. Because Tubal is the sheesh statue. That is true. Fuck, I don't remember where I put mine. Oh, yeah, actually, I know where I put my Tubal statue. He's back here. Not that people want to see that, though. Anyways... How would a guy fuck another guy straightly? Keep your socks on? It's really not that complicated. Are we gay? Yes. On Thursday? Evelyn, not this again. Oh, hell no. Got Flash and never alt-tabbing again. Also, I'm gonna show this to the stream. We now officially have blueprint inflation. Are you guys ready for this?
Huh?
Are you guys ready for this? I don't think you are. I really don't think you are. This is so fucked up, dude. This is so fucked up. This is so fucked up. Pissed. Okay. Well, we've crossed the 3-hour mark, so I think I'm probably going to go ahead and end the stream. But I will say, before I go, I think it's only fair. I'm going to put this link in chat. You all should go join Blueprint stream and just say that you were stolen from Cool Kid. I'll go ahead and put this here. Go ahead and join Blueprint stream and say that you were stolen from my stream. Just to make sure that he knows that, you know, his strategy is working. But, yeah, go show Blueprint some love. He hasn't streamed in a while, so I think he deserves it. Yeah, let him know that you've been successfully stolen, and I think I'm gonna go.